rapist.
Yeah.
And na have got that rapist. Only rapist.
Nana make us normally so start sound no man one here no dey asem na show kon. Omunya start omunyu white in English for no munye. So omunya start sound no man no mo person mo dey ade na be dra kon mo dey say okum say ade na ye wona aye.
Teams be bransa no ma share afio.
Adentia.
Asema make bia munye Liverpool ni city mfiri mu. Asema maka no afa
ya you film.
We all maka no.
Mo say
on bebre papa.
Cristiano pe mo.
Ade le won.
Ano pe me wa.
Eyo nwanwa se ball no ya mo.
Wo.
Eyo nwanwa se bosume be miensa nan ni ye call. Ye call sa park no m say trainer la. O betena ha no ani age.
Eye game a. Asa support be bremini nya mo ra ho. Ba won kwado ni age se.
Amra ho se de nti.
Omura ho.
Ebi o mfi ba bi na ba Arsenal.
Game na hwe no ra no.
Mfi ba bi na ba.
One of those games na they be aka say football you be able to say one winning here yes Arsenal
they are saying now
because 90 minutes there boy Arsenal about 30 minutes
I say
Arsenal about 30 minutes
I say what's the meaning of that
na Crystal Palace for just 60 minutes na can boni na
asema okay say
but you boy you know
asema okay wa I say what person just say in the 60 minutes na asema Crystal Palace the boy you know did they score a goal?
That is where I'm coming. Say, you boy, you know. Arsenal shanty, and the because why the share. Why?
Then they didn't record. Time now.
Why 3 points?
See, time now. Referee neighbor players in the Omachino. No, I'm some better pack.
3 points and no more.
Ne say dear.
But then tell me say, over when they say.
Me run would die. Who will be a me?
3 points plus 2 goals. Clean sheet na ora ho.
Yeah, who say Saliba. E chese I go to player foforo.
Enye City ni Liverpool kwa asem na so you free. Match
na what do you mean by
Eze. And we mo come Eze bi. Because I born Eze say no.
Na zaki to di asem no keken ya.
Sa born no.
Govi asem why na man like gas we.
Go now share.
Yeah.
Asabo when you score.
Yeah.
Sabo na Eze say no.
I don't mess up.
You score.
There be into there or can say me intias you. Eze anshenti enti there. Is that the first time Obi say chance?
That be the first time.
Gabriel Jesus anti the whole Crystal Palace player. Oba question na Obi anfa no anya me na nkonje. E tutu omu nyina. He dribbled them to say the work on a class one for Bobo. Other boys Obi anfa no anya. First ball now a to where was it Martinelli Boche. Our Bokro. Now why na anya chance?
Had weaknesses.
My weaknesses.
Arsenal.
Now is there any team any weakness?
Because if you play against Crystal Palace.
So if you have weakness,
no, we dominate more.
Tete.
Opinion more like.
I am dominated by what?
Oh,
if you have weaknesses, now in spite of your weaknesses, we see 2-0. At the say who's Parker and who cry any gem just a da will overcome weakness. No be kunipa.
Say, it was second half. Now Crystal Palace about 68% of the ball. As a Arsenal fan, you should be worried.
Zaki
where Crystal Palace?
When was the what was the score line?
2-0.
So Bobo, no only do be 1-0. In an away game, you can decide to continue to attack, or you can decide to conserve energy and rely on low blocks. That's what Arsenal did. Say, ain't you no chance? What brand new engineer and say,
that is the problem. Is
Obra. This is the preseason winning matches. And preseason, 3 points in tra. And we've had what we wanted. A duo swap, but dominate 70%. We will beat you.
Game na share, but say, born again, they are branding with 2 screens, mommy. Joachim Anderson. Joachim Anderson, born again. But so, Chief was almost a boy.
No, my name, Fanny Papa, and I'm in town. I'm going to bush for you.
I was to buy no celebrations of a camp coffee.
About who was a man?
I was said, Obeka Joachim Anderson.
Menumpo.
This boy.
No, bossing.
This boy.
No position, baby.
This boy. Boy, a bony na boy. On Navy.
Joachim Anderson. I'm going to find a bazo Meluzuana.
For the stars, and that game 90 minutes no boy. You see? And now, more actually about you.
Yeah, what you are here? Yes, about 2-0.
The attacks, long balls are Palace 40
minutes. Go for both
long balls are. Omo boy now we open as a team now Joachim Anderson. And he on the screen most final passes Abante no need here. Most long passes in the game Joachim Anderson. Just say be most.
Me just say Patrick Vieira bobe fupa.
Most. Joachim Anderson. And then
we go no way. Ah anya mumus no.
So go there corner.
Na me that no way.
I never could see ongo.
No way.
Oh say no ongo no. No jino.
Ah onye defender kwa okay.
Oh defender.
Ah. Na most be. Ya so 2-0 we hope you most. Mami na de ka mami ne win tem na me. Ngo ti analysis for front. No analysis is jaundiced.
Arsenal have won. Young team na ba so.
Only option.
Say omo wini their first
only
game.
option.
Because na here can last season venue that they lost by 3-0. And
na Obeka say Arsenal last 10 games. I say we are analysis na ba no pass ya. The first thing is to concede. Say ade de man kan yi kura. Ni lanti banda po de na ye den. Ti and now say e den Arsenal will concede because Arsenal conceded in the last 10 games. Arsenal did not concede. Instead so be ball ma so for not conceding no. We see Eze say ebe and Arsenal come and winning bonus. And we go for Joachim Anderson. I don't know how Azaki to.
Oh. Say that me just if you
be ombofu nti me why away nti.
Azabora. Ebo baba so. Na in the first 30 minutes of the game. Kwanya Arsenal boys no e control game no. E attack Crystal Palace no. Ne bibia say go na eba because they had a very good chance. But for technique because about the final Martinelli. Now I think say nation coordinate right move the ball no. Dan say o ma ball no ba na left. Our ball no boy our ball no efa and chain. So in the first 30 minutes the intensity how us are pressing you know. Me feel say eno and ma boys na ebrent because like I say they try to get that goal no at all costs within the first 20 minutes. Until they pushed exhausted a lot of energy. And the back can have no. Now I want them to from kakra. It's now air struggle. A good game for Crystal Palace. I like their project, but I think say Patrick Vieira, me panasa mpa, person the team no. Eko enim dia. He might as only onya extra striker. Because I am Mateta. Any Edward Mo eye no enim one dey. But babo ni nyina but when nya a very good striker. The piano obabo na wi sie na when nya a very good result. Nti no ye mo mabaso. I think winning your first game, last season, 3 matches, and we mako your first 3 points. It's good. Just that, I said, Munyabotre. Now, I am first one. I feel a good resource. But, Mr. we didn't come here, but the BBC was a buying ball almost back up here. And I Leipzig goalkeeper, who's on the captain. I don't say with money buying team no look more dangerous than with Lewandowski. After game now, no me any interview. And I say I didn't I was say with money. Their movement is more dangerous because he come with pace and a lot of Lewandowski and from a movement. And this team will be more dangerous than the team and Lewandowski. So when I will catch the Bayern team, that's Bakar against Leipzig. And in the game now, you understand the position of National Orkan. You understand it. Also with Luano, also on your be or to be you are easily Ujana so, but with money, Nabri, and all those guys that more around. Young guys they run. And then you first 30 minutes. They saw the first 45 minutes. Now by the way game no. One team also have Bayern Frankfurt for no. But first 45 minutes, we game no crowd because they were not moment to be a match of movement. When am na money na ma na bring na ma say. This season I think your Bayern team is a team to watch, especially in Europe. And say once league in there in Germany, or any magic. A baby, you say show me your power in Europe because last season Nagelsmann failed. Europe, and they share with money inclusion.
But defensively, they had issues still.
Yes.
Kakra.
Yes, because
me feel say the late might come in handy.
Yes, I say meaning so try to introduce him kakra because Upamecano no their weakness. Yes, Upamecano is their weakness, and also na honor legality because no okay after there center backs there, so left on the guaranteed. And for Lucas and there on guaranteed so best started. And he be a problem that Upamecano honor the late neighbor. So defensively, so attack spaces there those too much because against Leipzig it was the same thing. Frankfurt 4 and chances are I think say they have to be able to work on it. And I'm happy for Sadio Mane because he had a very good start in Germany. As you see, also watching Samba. That's when is a team as a team now agents who go no baby feel say enquire about money. But from team now, everything is money. I saw your project is about money. And to wait and know in England now you have to say there be. Again, me do not appreciate me. So let me go and find a place where they will appreciate me. They are very, very good at the moment. Early kick off and then Liverpool away to Fulham. Liverpool share in their last 5 seasons in here. First games be against newly promoted teams, and they don't struggle to win those games. Against a Fulham team, last 2 seasons, found relegation. No, and lose against Liverpool. They won 1 and drew direct game against Liverpool. So that year, Fulham relegation. No, in their 2 games they play against Liverpool, they didn't lose. Now they are back in the Premier League. And one team, this Brazilian Palhinha, about the team, you know. And was an friend saying Andres Pereira, former Manchester United player. And after qualifying, I said, yes, or more before up team no kakra, or more the ever Premier League no more. But play against Liverpool on any day, a very difficult game because of how our match with team no. You see how Darwin Nunes ever started in the community shield. Obamu he scored and created a penalty. But if he said on your time to settle in, and watch proper or one coach or top player on for come at once Obama ubabam na ubanka kakra then when you pick you are good to go and I don't expect ebia on started sabe sa kakra it's a better for me but when he picks he's a very good player I think say and then quite John no Liverpool yes a slim win 2-1 so a game I bet tight kakra because of how Fulham for no a set up on the team, because they have a very good coach who also believe in yam pass it. It's a very, very tight game, but Liverpool will still win the game by a slim win, either 2-1 or 1-0 be no. The other game they Everton. Papa Feno Lampard. Last season nearly last minute to survive with team no. But after all this transfer window was Everton are very quiet. Now you have to maybe our more transfer maybe this boy Unana from Lane. Abeka team because team now although
Everton at all I said to force skills on.
Tarkowski, yes,
that's an important
addition. Very, very important addition. Santa Bacoro. Eti Obiafi said in Muford no more problem.
I hear Lampard the very
no here team now because on to be out. Muford no problem no pa. After the most of Munya Onana na beka Muford attack yes more cover but what I say na say injuries and manager consistent. Then Richarlison every team. So I say once Cavalier will now consistent with injuries, you know, one player no key in the survival. We don't go now. Mama come on Richarlison the say.
Okay.
Now he's not there. So what Lampard team now? Now he's at home to Chelsea. Chelsea team also our own problems. Though Omonya Abante Feno Sterling, Abekao, Koulibaly, Abekao, Cucurella, Abekao. But the fee said. Boy na e fe bench no so e fit also problem I say mo currently in here bia on say fit but say chiwo e fit am so on any day I will choose chiwo ahead of Cucurella adia bench wo be ma as a team both say all attacking and all defending. Bench one any day or your fitter or your head of Kukerela. But
if you OT to her or for Kukerela and not for one position.
Yeah,
so or any system now bit may use several when to be not necessarily a number 3 and our so indeed.
Oh yeah, because one player also he didn't start as a number 3. Or free Basano. No ball as a number 10 or as a number 11. And as a mufu on sana or one basa. Or free one no and I'm coming as a left wing back. Who's a Brazil for the 3 back. Who's at a left wing back. And see, or one player you can obey me, you know, so many positions in me. Based on what 2 years KD, it's just say, obey me, you should know other positions are any just to come and play as a left back. And you know, Omanya, Sansan is be a Abeka team, no, but their main problem, Omunya, baby, Omuhia, Obi Obesha goes and I'm more one china. Last year, and said the problem was scoring. Can have it, cannot be relied on. Those police money that boy no Timo Werner enter say or you bet me rely on him.
All right,
that. And then Everton on them no. One game based on Lampard the transfer window no one should on your place be a bet up team no. Chelsea yes if promise mo face no. So I think a game that they can a bad game that moment there. But I'm also no a slim win. Maybe a 1-0 I'm ready now. Maybe a 2-1, but I don't see Everton winning that game against Chelsea. I will go to the park.
That's it. Like one come Manchester United, you cannot even cook of you and
Manchester watching now.
And I a child of every man of
us. Man, we are against Brighton. Now, coach, I confirm say Lisandro Martinez is fit to start. In Tebe, they are Lisandro plus one other centre back. And based on the who never Maguire. Lisandro and Maguire.
Is Varane co bench?
Varane also. Varane co bench. And see, Lisandro and Harry Maguire, Dalo,
Glory,
maybe a Malasia on the left side. This the team.
But of first, I'm your mama. I was on my mama.
A team. Okay, side defense winner. Who be out back for him?
Why? Oh yeah, there.
Side back for we.
Back for Ben, I'm
Dalo, Maguire, Lisandro Martinez, and Malasia.
Yeah. I feel better.
Yeah.
Hey, we're not Babo.
Yes.
Malasia.
Yes.
Dalo. Lisandro.
Okay, Malasia no.
Oh my head.
Malasia.
Grand battery no.
I feel Malasia. On rebels we never cock point.
Grand grabo.
Proper left back.
Kala.
So
on your Manchester United.
Against Brighton.
Yes.
Against Brighton.
We also bought a.
Can I say the project now be no? Short-term project. Ronaldo is very key. Ronaldo is key.
That's it.
I certainly said Ronaldo will not go anywhere. This he will play. Now, so try to do what I say Ronaldo this season. You only in a way no, not all competitive for the goal kick. System now United able. A system. That will favor
Ronaldo. Time not so.
That's Ronaldo as ambassador of the team.
That's what Kasache. It's there.
So I know. United man can was more.
Some my 1 minute fire summary. But hey, the defenders when United do Bobo.
Yes, watching out the home papa.
Tara Malaysia, Diego Dalo, Lisandro, Maguire. Timbera man you know.
Come on now.
Every whole standard though. Some are no. I say, I wonder why he's a defender because we had a ball now or bona. Also, go when Nimu Honey, Vimfio baby. Premier League number 3. When you look so a prana. On Pride, you won't do it. There's a coach near bias. Well, Lucho is better than me. Okay. Go legend. League names in bed. Say we take selection. We want to say I feel league in there. Some position what the F. Legend. Not Fred Abusi.
He's the best.
He's the best.
He's the best.
He's the best.
We are going down.
Premier League and Banana say United is set up.
Premier League in his prime.
Right,
Fred.
Born here, a young boy. Right, I'm going to do. but still.
All right, legend. I think yesterday
was. But a teacher ni Sawanyako. Or say Odanyani Oti, Naniti na Oti Zakito na. Or she was answer match I ever boss and again match I ever born or can once a manadi born on Rano. Musana say Otio Casan and my Jaffy in the ever born. Okay. Okay. But we'll be ongoing.
All right, legend.
Kwame Asa will be my God say is Akito preview. I don't know when you casa. I don't know what I'm say preview Anna. Is Akito previewing the game we all watched yesterday or that of last season? A team that have conceded in 10 consecutive Premier Leagues went away and won with a clean sheet and no commendation is given to them. Okay, we are Kwame. I need the cake. I got my baby too.
Well, I think once again we are here. The Premier League is back. I mean, see, resume I said, now as I see so Ankasana yet, and I say BKCB as answer by you. So the Premier League legend. The magnitude of this particular competition, you know, sometimes what has been one or CBS, any pay DHD following a war is so massive. To the very moment, child, but is Premier League is back. Maybe beer. Recently, Krana social media, and I drop our legend. Social media, Ankasa.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, and I drop.
Sports for the
sports for the
football for
football for the.
Okay.
So no bar, maybe be a sparky view. This is the Premier League. Sometimes you move, you know, yeah, strong affection, you know. It's with Italian football. But the reality is that the Premier League is the most competitive league in world football. And nobody can argue about this. The most competitive league in world football. It is a Premier League in the bounce back. Never be eating. Now, legend, see. There are some venues in the Premier League. You see, one thing I'm off one share. Anyhow, coaches be strategizing to play the Premier League and get results on more pay. Premier League in a baby, you go with a strategy. There are some venues be a legend. Also, humble kakra. You go with a certain strategy and get the results you're looking for. Sewell's Park one friends Crystal Palace ball home ground so on. It's not only Arsenal and the sofa. Tobas and the big teams so mokwa. You don't even know the format they play. Crystal Palace for who ball cromobo. Who's a mobile system? What is the system? Start on my 3 back be. A one no switch from 3 back. No more 4 back. It's so difficult playing against them. Oh, Sewell's Park. The energy level of the team is something. It's a nice team be starting the season. Legend or Koko. Unya that free flowing football now you name say Arsenal e bono. It's understandable. But the reality is that say all started with season, you know, he's so much aware of what happened to them last season. So almost starting season on both first 3 games. Out of 9 points, Arsenal 0. Last season. Out of 9 maximum points, Arsenal first 3 games 0. It is all your coaching us or work. This time around, you would want to change the narrative and start on a positive note. Yes, in terms of ball possession, Crystal Palace for no was rocker than Arsenal. But you ask yourself this question, sir, in terms of chances creation, or compare Arsenal to a team of friends like Crystal Palace. We as a Diana. How many chances need between Akasane is so glaring to Edward? Okay, so pick it 2 years.
2 in 10 minutes.
2. Okay,
that's when I'm 6.
What for clear? You bet me I can Arsenal there. This Arsenal there 2.
They're not very chance.
Wasn't a chance.
They're not any chance.
Like 2 goals in there wasn't a clear.
Obi crossable now this year any chance. They're not very chance.
Don't count it as a chance. Say a clear chance.
And I mean, you won't battle WB man won't mean as a kind of. Oh, you're crossable now had this any chance. And again, a chance, no. You have a chance, I say.
You
need to create before you score.
Che, you cross the ball, somebody is in the 6-yard box. Ni player na locating.
I mean, Mr. Zakito.
What chance?
Position na ejina Martinelli ejina no.
No, I there.
It is already ball. No, was squander a clear scoring opportunity and that's why they.
Or say na.
Oh,
who say it was? I said. Better. So I don't know.
No, Tawase. Zakito. Let's not forget something. This season, Arsenal team now.
A chance. A chance. And the Martinelli chance, that is all they had. Arsenal had. Chance baby, you to catch them.
They don't have any chance. No. My confused kaka. They have any chance.
So with me.
With the fabric tree
with my creativity. So what could be
the first 15 minutes of the game, Arsenal had about 2 or 3 chances. Crystal Palace prevented him from.
Jesus born in your chance.
No chance.
I bought chance and they said, I bought no. Yes, what you put
a county keeper. And I've had a chance. Alex.
It wasn't a chance.
Chance. Now they'll cross your own goal by none of chance.
We don't have any chance in Pacho.
And the chance now hasn't any be.
Legend, yeah, applaud how Arsenal for far so much as I go now. Zaki something different. No, where the position of Abrante friends Zichenko. What the position?
I don't match in you.
But yeah, Zichenko Jinano. Zichenko no only legend. Oh, you are Manchester City. Reason why Obera Arsenal set up in winter and said, let's not forget, make out Teta and I Juma. 8 yard. Make out Teta as an assistant going to Pep Guardiola. On now Branton and friends says Zichenko no, then I Juma sa. Who said Zichenko at Man City? Pep star and said the full Barcelona. Say City for Kitaboa, they become in further, like they come into the method. And at any point in time, and the team Kitabo Biano, the full bus of Air Manchester City, either Methoders or wingers. And to the position of Zichenko yesterday, and you know my be who about us.
I was the idea me who na say City team na was through.
Manchester City.
Zichenko.
Yeah.
Ne composure.
Yeah.
Sido Simbo born. But all City no. I say he's not one of the best players.
Like you cannot be.
One of them yeah. We only Gabriel Jesus. Omo born now the Ura Arsenal numa.
Yeah.
The City team and I'm sure today we'll see that with Sterling.
Yeah.
These are players I at least have a bench but also omo masters omo joining other teams. Yes, also about who Man United.
Gabriel Jesus.
Big difference.
Gabriel Jesus. Raheem Sterling. Zichenko. These are players that they should be starters. Timbia. These are players that ordinarily they should be starters. But Zichenko no Ebo in a position and Cancelo even last season he was one of the best over that position. Raheem Sterling position now all Bono is being competed by about 4 different players of Man City. Foden, Riyad Mahrez, Bernardo Silva. These are players who are competing for one particular position. Gabriel Jesus' position, Erling Haaland Aba, and what's here full do no. So City team there, indeed, at the moment, maybe you can make a case to say Omo bench only be depleted, but the reality is that in terms of squad, system and project, Omo picky baby. Etienya Bochema Arsenal. Yebedi Arsenal won come on kakran. Etienya Bochema from Arsenal. I think say it was a good start for 8 Arsenal. After you see Liverpool elko against Fulham. Na baby nini shapa no
is a match.
Once again. Abrante Fresh Darwin Nunes and Erling Haaland after the Premier League now started ya more. Na Mami Darwin Nunes na men kan wasam kakra legend.
Yeah, 1-0 against Erling Haaland.
One against Erling Haaland. So, what for Liverpool set up now? They've lost a key player, no doubt about that. In actual fact, not just key, they've lost a world-class player in Sadio Mane. It's a world-class Sadio Mane, no. May I direct him? He's a world-class player, Sadio Mane today. And it's a Ulusu Mane. That's all Kofa Darwin Nunes bar. Before say Nunes, Ebobo Premier League. No taking Premier League by storm. A lot of people will be discussing Sadio Mane's absence. Kopim said Darwin Nunes ba be shame. Nas will be shame na se far. Then the discussion on Sadio Mane will go to bed. So today people are discussing our brand friend said Darwin Nunes. Legend, this is Darwin Nunes. I do the Bema Liverpool ni. So what for Sadio Mane? The strength of Sadio Mane and movement, pace, creativity. At the same time, he is a good goal scorer. On my that movement, you know. So at any point in time, a Liverpool bobo, our brand friend Sadio Mane never as a first number 9. He is involved in play. Tablet board will play the Bobby. And that is the more reason why I need difficult so betting at your front train because a lot of mobility up front. And I dare Sadio Mane debema as a forward. So for Darwin Nunes, on the ball, no baby to say Sadio Mane. In terms of say you involve you in play, who Sadio baby and free Darwin Nunes. But in any day, say legend or movement or that sense of positioning, ye pe baby pe say ye position what you boy branch. That is Darwin Nunes. And to say when I get Bamame or money Manchester City, sa community share the no boy no. Mame the essence of the movement, Mame baby, I mean the arrows na indicating how a movie a branch of friends Darwin Nunes. Legend, that is one thing I be one free no. And in the position, Darwin Nunes, there no. We a Liverpool supporter. Expertise of Benjamin Bonache, Abba made for that between to Sadio Mane. Legend, there no. This is a proper center forward. And as a descendant of legend, Abrante friend said Diego Forlan, Uruguayan, Luis Suarez, Edison Cavani. So what should Uruguay for some produce early strike expire legend was what to buy such a. And there's Oko Uruguay, Omujidi say the likes of Forlan, Cavani, Luis Suarez, born on the Bono, Europe, and you are seeing who's so many born a Bono. This youngster, they've seen a lot of talent in him. Omujidi so better take a step even further than some of these players. Omujidi power Brent friends said Darwin Nunes. And Liverpool game no more born legend. The reason why a boy will share a lot of goals in here. They have a lot of creators. So offer from Omo Medford, anyone full bass in bar, Alexander Arnold, Robertson, then Thiago Alcantara. So for these 3 players, Thiago at the center of Medford, Arnold our right, Robertson our left. Over these 3 players are the number of chances of created them in Liverpool for forwards. No? And it's a proper center forward. And in terms of the position, we are very good at legend. It means that we are in for goals. Into a branch of friends that Darwin Nunes. No, se bibia sasa, se bia mehuno no. Any Liverpool 4-star of football no bono. Darwin Nunes will guarantee Liverpool for a lot of goals. Or more against a Fulham. Fulham our champion. Say championship no mobile legend. Last season, Omoye Juma Kakra, things say in about 46 games or more boy. Omo recorded about 90 goals. Abranti friend said Mitrovic, 43 out of South goals no mo share ni nyina. Eno mo denaba. But the point is that baby Liverpool for Baba be start here free. Legend say Liverpool for enye fu am for asem first game. Ti adena ano den de mo pa. Liverpool be kwa with the front three of Darwin Nunes, Mo Salah, then Luis Diaz. Then once again Luis Diaz, a lot of people believe say Bernard Drew so no so bit me explode no take Premier League in by storm. And till Liverpool be cottage war legend me mo 3-1. I think say on be no emphatic victory at the amay nti wa be no 3-1. Nunes and Salah to score. Ubetimi de ni nyina aka ho. And to Liverpool for a 3-1 against a team friend say Ayefua. Legend, Chelsea Football Club, and I say Nino Womoso, and Nino Chelsea for so because Chelsea no clearly or more transfer on person and Yanu clearly.
But when I'm trusted, they are so fine.
Or more fine
in terms of quality of players available to them. Okay, let's hope K2 settles in well. Say, but other than a pair Thiago Silva, I think that would be a wonderful one. Minimum what will happen when there's a counter attack, be a speed, be boom. Other than that, it's a brilliant combination. Now, whatever it is, Premier League will be team of number 3 or many problem. And then this Kukurura as a Kukurura guy is here.
Kukurela.
Then whatever Chelsea. Then they have added Sterling, an important addition. Messi Mount or Obiado by a man looking like Chelsea are in trouble. Everybody is there.
This is the point. So I share coach in here power from last season. watch also OPBB at the Chelsea. Adia no OP is a forward who can guarantee a lot of goals. That led to the signing of Lukaku. But Saturday signing Lukaku, no, Chelsea had won the Champions League. The Champions League, they placed in the top four. Okay, but they went in for Lukaku. A message said the coach is still not satisfied in terms of the attacking options. No, Tian Kofa Lukaku, bra. No, Kofa Lukaku by and for a lot of issues we are all aware. Lukaku echo back. Then when Baba Ebishimidiama Lukaku, Wakofa Sterling Diaba, Besa Okaya. At the time I was signing Sterling, no, there was another player no was just what didn't back Sterling, and that was Rafinha. It just okay, pa. Nearly.
That's our decisions. Chelsea any problems.
We say, Osha the coach in here now. A Charles said he needs an addition. It was our area because Chelsea team no hono Pulisic form no conform. Timo Werner there. I like the class on Tana Chelsea, and I can say Timo Werner no. I like this Obaba Sanako Batu. Leipzig. And Chelsea no. Some players na coach in attacking options and unya sadia no. It's not about the backline. Backline they send work and it has been fortified. With Koulibaly, Kuku, probably they will manage it. Koulibaly, Kuku, son of my friend no. Kuku no, son friend Kuku. He's okay. But the reality is that Adia Chelsea panel and legend radio. Liverpool Bema Salah, who will guarantee you 20 goals or more in the Premier League. Okay, that is for Liverpool. Man City, the track record of Erling Haaland so far. See the track record in Eka Asema. See the track record in Eka Asema. You should give Man City 20 goals or more. Okay, so for Tottenham Hotspur, Antonio Conte, or two players who bet me I guarantee you 20 goals or more in the Premier League. That's you for me and Harry Kane. Tottenham there, they have two forwards on bet me 20 goals or more. Obe for Manchester United. So opinion in the and on a good day, Ronaldo should give them goals. And it's one for our four teams we are. Legend. Salah, Haaland, Son, Kane, Ronaldo. These are players who bet me guarantee 20 goals or more in the Premier League.
I didn't understand selected teams.
What I say?
Because you jump one team and went to a sixth team.
Mafa we say Mafa Arsenal Chelsea say they are not there. They don't have those strikers.
Okay.
They don't have both of them.
20
or more. They don't have. Whilst I believe in Sterling, whilst I believe in Sterling, at this point in time, me family already be and Sterling must have Chelsea 20 goals or more in the Premier League. And what I say. But offer Mo Salah, offer Harry Kane, offer Yusomi, offer Cristiano Ronaldo, offer Erling Haaland. These are players are on a good day. Some type of strikers and I know reference Thomas to help back with their Chelsea. In terms of the difference it is okay. Chelsea are good, they are good to go. But the reality is that forward line hono and a bibi kakra everywhere. My kasa say make a cramfa Koulibaly in fancy legend. Koulibaly need Thiago Silva. They are the reason why a coach in the end switch and I'm need you discussion with. Coach no on switch from 3 back to a 4 back. Because we switch from 3 back to 4 back, Chelsea team team be good Chelsea. Certainly they want me more 2 center backs back 31 back 37 in the Premier League. And but what I say, Koulibaly at 31 years. Thiago Silva at 37 years. Certainly you cannot do this in the Premier League. Crystal Palace Mochiwa. American boys need to do better. You cannot do this in the Premier League. And the best for Chelsea in this one be 3 back. No more jai Abranti friend say K2 right. Or K2 do crumble me on the left. Or Mabo Thiago Silva middle. No Mabo Rhys James L right side of the 3 back. So Mabo Rhys James L right side of the 3 back. And the next question and they say Rhys James and so attack you are very good. And it's a whole restricting movement. And when the as a right wing back at the team friends at Chelsea. And the interest to be a K2 befer, but I think he's a top talent and a Chelsea Football Club. Enya legend playing against Everton. Oh, Goodison. Everton team is too strong. Chelsea should get a good start over there. Young call for a slim victory 2-1 for team friends at Chelsea Football Club. Manchester United bubble against Brighton. Young call for a 3-1 victory for team friends at Manchester United. United. teams na on beha Manchester.
Na mbusako Argentina will go for 3-1.
Teams na on beha Manchester United no. Me who say Brighton here one of them.
Okay.
Marshall Pram. Who say already say bona give man front runner coach in person oba. In the absence of Ronaldo, he was looking at Marshall, Rashford, then of course Jadon Sancho. Sancho had a very good preseason. Likewise, Rashford.
Ronaldo Marshall.
Say Marshall ni wa like you said Predator best starting. And to Ronaldo Bebo.
No, so on your ready on your way back as a day.
Obebo. He's ready to play.
Okay.
And the teams on behalf Manchester United, no.
Brighton and Cam.
Me who's a Brighton. Me who's a Brighton. One of them.
Yeah, but I do. Yeah, quite.
So we are boko. Brian boy. Ade ba ko nipa o ti asase so a eso de show tin say. Memma o yonku nipa da sane ntime mpede to so ade we de ade achi ase ya no be.
I don't obi apredi obi. Obi apredi.
Se me de me tufo.
So to ya the example kan wana.
Se me kan be si asem so nti de beba. Nti wo ye nipa na ati asase so a memma o yonku nipa da sane. Ntime mpede to so asoma si de se ya no be. We are no beka. See ya no be.
Ano tie.
Enu bi na Arsenal o master two season. Me ma tuni din say new season, new Arsenal. The entire America say to simple. It's not like Arsenal put up an exceptional performance. There be. And Chester Arsenal put up an exceptional performance. But way a games to last season, 2 seasons ago, 3 seasons ago, 4 seasons ago, 5 seasons ago, Arsenal be lose. Sa game no born and run. Easily, come be lose games. Sa game no. Because say Arsenal put up their worst performance. Obi anim so Arsenal performance ne the Arsenal mobile e be sha Arsenal ampa ne sha Arsenal. But Enra, to say Zaki to kano. Whilst Arsenal were not at their best. Arsenal more best game no Mizutu. They find a way to win against Crystal Palace. Enra. Last season Arsenal started Premier League no Brentford. Brentford show mu 2-0. Ball no more ball no Brentford. Any ball no more ball Enra no. So when you score line to nchen a pepepo. But the difference is because Arsenal elbow in the league you judge with points. It's Arsenal lose 3. Ewo Brentford no. How many people na Mizutu? You about that game no almost say Brentford be Arsenal. So ko fast 3 points na Brentford G and after last season table na ba na we ya. Points ni bia ama Arsenal rat off for one of them. Eyo mo game on boy against Brentford no. Because sides are be start season. Ni e catch us analyze the teams. Clubs on betting pick points, venues on betting pick points. Last season ka offer Arsenal. Now per venues Arsenal betting pick points. Brentford they count. But Arsenal started almost season no. Zutu. With same performance omu putting up at Brentford, but with a different score line. Almost 2-0. It is sometimes in your worst moment, Zutu. Ese utimi pia bonting ebeye bibi, especially when you are playing in the competition, Zutu. Enchenwo. Standard that Liverpool needs City the Premier League in Akono. Zutu. Odo points pe. You are in danger, especially so person competing with them. These are clubs are omutimi boy a whole season. No number of matches omo lose Mizoto emro 3. It is one sa clubs na ebo a omo nyina ho ntwen wo sebra. Omo no mo kɔ nti da bia na ese wo follow omo. Etimi tizaki to ase. Bazak. Sa game na nra Arsenal boy no. Say last season na Arsenal be lose. It is finding a different way to get 3 points. Are there no Arsenal used here against Crystal Palace. Me I sure say season e course na e be kan yoma bebre. Enra Saliba was man of the match. Na anope ni enra na junyina me hu say social media man for bonabaso. Bezo to yanka Saliba ho asem kakra bi. Saliba last season at Arsenal, Marseille, was the best season as a footballer. And then no any man in your opportunity to be part of the French national team. And they all make a strong case. So best start at the France at the World Cup. Saliba is a defender. Saliba is a born defender. Mizutu you know as a defender. Now the difference between Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes ni say Gabriel Magalhaes is a left-footed ball playing centre back. Saliba is a defender. You can defenders now on one-on-one situation. Say attack at the ball ba, me defender me jina ha. Omo timi spot ball no. And also omo prevent attackers no. So ombe pass woma. Saliba is one of them. Ne strength and anticipation. It is Saliba no mzoto. Se ball ne trana, ball no wafrim. Omo bibiem. Or you said defenders now they work on the anticipation. It's difficult. So the ball better no. But when you the ball ne trana, Saliba ni bibi obeye biem. Because the recovery is good. But so we see no one-on-one mini. Saliba to say Manuela ampere. And this way nana. Me boy. Ampere nana. So we see ampere say ni say am so. So we the ball pa better ampere but what training we dia ampere ka. Sana Saliba te. Etine asna so wo omo own defender, he knows how to read the game. Onye pacey. They said the obey expected from other centre backs on pacey. He's not pacey. But o anticipate why accessible and as jata no. Nani ehuna dey. Ntu ye ya no nie no be yibo na free ho. Okra no ha sa no tie. It was a good game for Arsenal. Season after na started. By the American say new season, new Arsenal. You won the same old Arsenal you won the last season. At least not a performance so how Arsenal is being built. Said the Wenger build the Arsenal as a club try to pick coaches on the Wenger style of football no you won the there but Arsenal find a way to gain results against club defense Crystal Palace. Into kudos to Mikel Arteta and then the Arsenal team no and then Calvin Cartage Mizutu Fulham airborne against Liverpool.
Easy match.
Marco Silva, one coach who is highly rated in his country, but yet to make a case outside his country. On struggle for job. But untimi make a mark as a coach. Nyadaje na for Mourinho tinase. Nakbusa na ba Marco Silva. Zutu and some of about Marco Silva no, you'll be surprised. Then you ask yourself, Adam na Mourinho can some way. Na Mourinho achieve more football than Marco Silva. That is the journey of life. Zutu nina kabra bono. Ene Oshia jogging club Liverpool. Me follow Fulham kakra in the championship. Na me hear matches ni bi kakra me hear. And they were scoring for fun in the championship. Almost 106 goals in the championship. And had 90 points. Almost the championship need to America. When they enter the Premier League, Mizoto, my year signings kakra just to add some experience to the team. And that game no mo kwako bon Mizoto. Ya wonyama kakra bi ambese me hwe no game nim. The Dikan Fulham team no. I want to wear their fullbacks. Mbabu any Anthony Robertson. Obia Osha Mbabu last season the German Bundesliga for Wolfsburg. A complete right fullback. Waba into the Premier League or bought at Fulham. A club omu free championship which I am because of first division. Aba. It's definitely said Osinya in Wolfsburg no. Onya ne pepe wa Fulham but the quality is there. Obia Osha Anthony Robertson behind him say he's one of left backs now, Mizoto, on his day. One way because a world class centre back, but the only team fan can the game no consistency. He lacks consistency. On team for consistency can the game. Obebone echina wo so, ade echia no obo, echina wo so, ade echia no obo. Ubo say sana the game na enti. He needs a club one, ebe trust no. Two, ono abe building the self confidence. No watimi abon the game a obon na oya ade echino betimi asa boss ade ni bim. It's ne some of the games are so we a player na wo sisu na pese wi ase ho a sa games ni bi abono e bi ne de obebo against Liverpool we no sin chen a João Maria Lobo Alvaro Parrinha Concalves Amoton from Sporting Lisbon, and then he is the first choice defensive midfielder for the Portuguese national team. But Obabebo Fulham Fulham at the age of 27 the journey to the top and you smooth sir. Last season only a good season was Sporting Lisbon. It's even the entrance into the Portuguese national team late. But your cast midfielders no man your tight defensive midfielders now. He's one of them. It's nay. Say Marco Silva Kofanaba. One of the duties is to make a club offensive Fulham or more defense ne tight, especially obey Gino Manim. Now what protect your back phone. Oh, you know, sin China. Make sure to say Pereira. Pereira so journey as a footballer, especially when Manchester United or Valencia moved to Brazil and they were back to Fulham. And yes, smooth. But or a player or a highly rated. Sometimes some of these players, omunya groundser, and also omunya clubber, ebenya trust in them. It's nay measure the midfield partnership of Aya Palhinha, Red, and Pereira. Ebeye very key. How they will fight against Liverpool midfield, especially Thiago Alcantara. I say we're finding the fit at Liverpool. The name is Thiago Alcantara here or Bayern Munich. No, I feel no finding the fit at Liverpool. How on bet me about against this midfield? Because when him say Fulham last game against Liverpool in the English Premier League, they won against them, and that was 2021 match. Before Omoko relegation, that season Omoko relegation, no, Omoko picked 4 points from Liverpool. Surprisingly, Omoko share Liverpool 1 foot. Mario Lamina na Koshe Sago no. And on board draw Calvin Cottage. It is a what they know and age na so you can easily say so. Then Fulham quite free Premier League Marco Championship no. At least Omotimi share Liverpool. But this is the sad story about Fulham. And when Omo free championship ebe real Premier League nima their first match Premier League nim because omo gain promotion. Esi emprema akuma kunum 1949-50 season, 1959-60, 2001-2002, 2018-2019, then 2020-2021. Until 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times Nina Omanya promotion from championship, every Premier League in Mbiano. Omo first Premier League match, Omo ntimi win it. Omo first Premier League match, Omo ntimi win it. Liverpool on the other side, Mr. Otuo. The Liverpool here in the last season, no, it's almost better than this season. A quite number so better no. To challenge City and win the Premier League from City. Yet here, Mr. If there is a club, closer to City, and also bet me overthrow City. Now I see and draw also. May you sure say the Pado do na because Liverpool ne betting overthrow omo. Because of how they have challenged City for the Premier League title recently. Adebi very common with Mo Salah, especially when it comes to opening games of the Premier League. Salah did 5 years with Liverpool. 5 years now with Liverpool. Liverpool opening game will be a Mo Salah should of the Premier League.
Salah was scored today.
Very possible.
I think last season crowd was first 5.
Yeah. We did 5 seasons. We moved from Roma to Liverpool. We did 5 seasons at Liverpool. So 5 seasons now we did no. Season be a Liverpool best starting Premier League ni be almost first match of the season Salah should go. Until we say no here me striker say me catch now. Say Liverpool besha Salah besha. So to sort of chance Liverpool besha
Liverpool besha.
Oh, you beba no ho. You beba no ho ni aba be kan wasem. Liverpool besha Salah besha. So to the mention say it's a player to score Mo Salah. The story of Mitrovic, the king of championship, or share 43 goals in the championship. Due to say offer Mitrovic, the Serbian international. After Neme, that's what you say. I don't have big clubs in Chelsea, no.
That's all. Fulham Premier League were more
yes, because we Premier League no more. More. Who say there is a big gap between the Premier League and the Championship, especially when it comes to goal scoring. Standard na Salah mo, any Song mo, any Hurricane mo, any Ronaldo mo, any Premier League goal scoring equal. So the 42 ni free Championship be real Premier League no matter. Said watch 5 goals. And they Fulham will say real Premier League no. Omo putu omo trust in Mitrovic. se kwan bia so ese Mitrovic fa so no ye bibi no otimi bo omne no mutimi hyego minuto Nikins Kabano ene Bobby Reid ene be gina ne nchen ombo pretty from the flanks. It's a lot of distribution will come from these players. Say nay so mo hope Mitrovic besha e possible say so be goal kra na assist we either come from Kabano and as a branch friend say Reid. It's me share game ni din a be ma boda. Eno asem ma either Arsenal will win 2-0 or 3-1.
Yes.
Okay. And a 2-0 by 3-1 ama. Let me give Liverpool 3-1 against Fulham. Oh, Calvin Cottage.
3-1 or another 3-1 now.
We dem me sure say 3-1 e bit me atu. Akwa chire bebre kura bia 4-1 be because watching Liverpool against City. Ade ba akwa Liverpool season be different from other seasons they say. And Dana me know this guy say me quite surprised about Guardiola. The number of players I would do Mamako, but at a certain point, Obetia because Raheem Sterling, a top star when it comes to the English national team, could walk up. On Tia said that, self on the bench.
That's the reason.
So what did I say? On Tia said that, self on the bench. But says our players wait Tia say no more bench. And my squad is difficult to play against them. It's there be also when I talk about City, and the quality of players or more, Messi Premier League, no. Last 2 seasons, it's difficult to find a team in the Premier League who cross squad na City for Krano. And now Hezichenko, Gabriel Jesus and Shigo. But look at the quality as a footballer. Gabriel Jesus war. Players who are United City, Mizoto, Omni automatic sport to sell Koya and no start you. Benessa Arsenal hopes some be qualify for Champions League. Zichenko ni Gabriel Jesus can no more to bench with City. So one dey mention no eti ade ba akwa na City war and other clubs no by Liverpool abedo omo team to that stage last season ade ba akwa ha Liverpool ni say Firmino form ni drop here no now they had to change their system near the formation move Sadio Mane as a force number 9 Sadio Mane ade ba akwa ade ba ni say Liverpool boy with the force number 9 it's difficult to track the attackers. It's say no be or share Bayern Munich any entrant Frankfurt game no. Ade ba kwa Bayern Munich won say Zotu. Who player won defend against him. It's name it me say Bayern be more dangerous and they than with Abramovich Branche Fence Lewandowski. It's Liverpool build this side they be to either 3-1 or 4-1 for club friend say Liverpool. Manchester United the ball against Brighton. I wish say by the end of the transfer window na United etimi aye Ten Hag apede dia mano. If not is it true Adena former teammate of David Moyes so David Moyes on Beckham body same team omobo Preston one of the greatest coaches I game nehu Louis van Gaal Jose Mourinho Olegano Solskjaer, you be the same story. Makasa do and Mesa can say,
one more lecture in the account, Professor, no event.
Professor, there's so betray Muka.
Hey, oh, yeah, half season.
Oh, may bonds and metrum.
Only more is in I am.
May bonds and metrum a year back would woman in Hameko, a son of
Baby 6 months. Ranik.
It is also
was such a woman.
Mesha United team now, Debbie Amekase. Me want a lot of average players, especially based on their target. Say me United ne Wolves, Everton, Brighton, Brentford, Southampton, any other lower clubs no, and they're competing for Premier League. Me need this analysis. But United as a football club, their target is to get a Champions League qualification. Clubs no more competing for Champions League. No, Mr. To say me sure, man, sure United are. Especially at key positions be United look so average. Oh, those positions.
Position bad.
Loto, what if a Premier League in the top teams in the Premier League?
Yeah.
Adeba Akwa, me football actually say the most important position when it comes to organization of a football team, getting a holding method or a register, deep line playmaker. into the upper top clubs all over the world. Sa position no nearly collapsed Real Madrid. Real Madrid for so many years. Ewa but mind me finding a replacement for Makelele. No matter the number of stars or more assembled at Real Madrid, there was no balance until Tabi Alonso buy on this make a dira and this balance nema omo. When AC Milan was at their peak, they had Andrea Pirlo at that position. Liverpool had Tabi Alonso at that position. Real Madrid had Casemiro. Barcelona had Yaya Toure and Sergio Busquets.
Arsenal had Patrick Vieira.
Manchester United had Roy Keane. Chelsea had Makelele Michael Essien at that position.
Manchester had Carrick.
Yes, it's a very, very important. So position, how many about Manchester United in
Fredo
and then
McTominay.
Based on the performance of Modiamayano, are their performance not average performance when it comes to Premier League standard? Based on the
Zaki to say Fred is the best in that position. Like Manchester United.
Yeah, in his peak is
Fred. Was it Fred is
in his peak
even in the Premier League obviously is Fred.
You understand the reason why Ten Hag and he bread ding. Someone go for Frankie de Jong brano.
Na mami busa we before. Frankie de Jong no so there be a lot of commentaries on him. Is he the player Is he that good?
Frankie de Jong on his day.
Well, baby Azabi Bonwa hobi na onena number. Azabi ni.
Oko Barcelona no. Is true. Onko Barcelona.
But the Frank Kesidi.
Onko Barcelona is a deep line playmaker. Now Uncle to Sergio Busquets. Now see Pamu Busquets now.
That's what between them.
Even their influence in the dressing room.
What doing anymore?
Say any day.
On me no.
There be. O the 2 day have Barcelona most times. Nanseya Pedri ebe come on. On say Pedri comes with drive. Even though Frankie de Jong is mobile, by Sergio Busquets is slow kaka.
But Sergio can play as a number 8. Come.
But who didn't Gina? Who say Frankie de Jong with the Dutch national team? Now Frankie de Jong at Barcelona. You see 2 different players. On says our players based on how they are training on.
Me Barcelona for SM.
Na at least you say
Frankie de Jong man.
No me to tell.
Open better I have doubt too.
So
the so bit me affect anya because when say Premier League no on style. The Premier League,
but the coach trusts.
Coach in trust no, but you bet me anya a movement in the Premier League. A deep line playmaker or so why?
Oh, but I say I heard you in the Premier League.
Don't you know?
Don't you know? So he has not been.
No, but he has been there with the best.
Yes.
Don't you know? Close to Jorginho, Kante Jan and Jenzi.
Jorginho no say Kante no
Jorginho knew Kante knew with Jan and Jenzi. Say
na man use Fred Bebo and I.
Yes. On say when you partner Fred.
Bruno mo.
On the so no.
Sometimes Fred require turning into an attacking player. But Fred, Mr. Two, also that make us say Frankie de Jong bar based on Manchester United team OCCN, the best partner is Fred because he will do the defensive work. Then Frankie de Jong will do the distribution, making the team tight. And he or a player Mr. Two, Obama Manchester United
Ruby Neves.
Frankie de Jong.
Frankie de Jong.
Maybe a Premier League in Frankie de Jong any day at that position.
These Dutch boys. So I have especially in the Premier League. We have time. So I have the Dutch players.
Systematic players.
Players are who they just watch them. Most of those say Van Dijk, no I call experiment or Southampton. The number of years it take Van Persie to settle in. Van de Beek, Benenam Ho. A lot of them. And the fear is that direct why you know why.
Oh, say Vanessa by he played easily.
Debbie
Dennis Beckham was fantastic.
Dennis Beckham to anya instant sao. Also, where the Aquesa he wants to build the team around him. And he said, ignition failure bar.
I'm not saying he'll be an instant success.
The
project Manchester United will not give an instant resource under Ten Hag. No, Mizoto is true. But
that is the expectation.
And I say, you can't quench it.
That's what Manchester United black to no matter as I to Vimy and Santo.
Football, I dare bakwa. Football, I dare bakwa. This is in the time.
But this is in the moon.
Every single great club. And that's a great squad. The beer, ya build the was as is to be on Mr. Two. A abotre.
Yeah.
Anytime, any they build this squad.
Okay.
People easily forgot say. Even when Guardiola picked the City team, Mr. Two.
Yeah.
The first season he finished third. That is the lowest in his career as a football coach. That is his lowest. Guardiola on core club will be an on coach club will be able season every edited. He's a City. Because one, also Guardiola Mr. Two. They are innovators. Omoba, how are on person who team Sibobono? I said the what na baby na person who she bibi. They are like engineers. Or she bibi I na de na yesonko. Sana Ten Hag tie. Sana club tie.
Ten Hag dio ni
Say what the mention say.
Onyanji share that.
And I say nay, Otuo na so pay instant resource. Ebi ade team no ho na ade o se na ya pay instant resource. Any money me ya instant resource. O coach ni Antonio Conte. Say what the mention say. Because when Tottenham in here Champions League football no buy no quickly no them all. When Chelsea needed the Premier League, he gave it to them. When Juventus won the Scudetto, he gave it to them. Inter Scudetto, no their mom. It's one of there. Same prayer, Yama resource there. He's one of them. It is Otuo.
Saddam to the dumb.
Saddam the Spurs Stadium. Akoba against Tottenham Hotspur. In the Premier League, team pa Southampton lose away matches do pa to no a club offense Tottenham. By last season, Southampton ko share Tottenham. From 6 points, Southampton pick 4 last season. Hasn't had any problem bia when it comes to his squad. And they obi e kwa kwahwe Antonio Conte. Once my catch say, ne signings na wo ye ne ebi a wo Sometymer Otuo Acheampong be ma boada. Ebi a wonya happy about the signings no ye no. But he's buying players ebi ewo winning mentality. They know how to win championship. They know how to influence the dressing room. It is a UTA Ivan Perisic last week in interview now or say and they were fa Sessegnon and wafa Spencer no do mo abata na ho trying to teach them how to play the wing back role and at the same time build their mentality. Clement Lenglet might not be your favorite when it comes to say
Ben McCarthy
on your favorite when it comes to Mizoto Ebia a left-sided center back or a center back, but Oba with different mentality. He has been there before. See, a player in Nina Park so and check when you first championship at least why you know with Barcelona. Adeba I'm expecting Conte to do this season, which in his career as a coach, why you say, a Conte and make Kilini Bonucci and Bazagli, the famous BBC. When he was leaving the Italian Serie A, the last club he coached in the Italian Serie A, Inter Milan. No, I'm Milan screen here. I had the best center back in the Italian Serie A. You know who do Alessandro Bastoni, becoming the best left-sided center back in the Italian Serie A. And then you met that Antonio Conte, and they say last 2 seasons, player now you know as the best center back in the Italian Serie A, Cuti Romero. Say a far ability of a defender. I say the defender Jinawa. Who's a defender near? Or no, they combine the old-fashioned center backs and when your man or you're aggressive. Obama Komu. And at the same time, he knows how to play when the boy is at his feet. It's a Juma Bakwa, he say Conte Ben this season. Turning Romero, Kuti, to one of the best center backs this season in the Premier League. It's nay, Yenina Kwako Antonio Conte and then the Spurs team no. And I was saying,
more easy match.
Or your coach on there, Udrimi Pa. Or your coach, Udrimi Pa.
I'm predicted Premiership title and from a team here.
Or your coach, Udrimi Pa. Nasa Oma Conte, you too. Conte to say, on okay, I'll use you one day. One says ofu any tra half na kind of movement asesa.
A bomba.
Eba form sana. But a bomber musa ukwe is smooth. Se wo makonte di nia, he gives you results. And then Tarantine Tottenham game is too. And also my member 2-0 or 3-1 for your Tottenham Hotspur. The other games, Manchester against Brighton, Chelsea near Everton there. I want to see how Chelsea will set up this season. But Everton for a signing be on Monday. I'm not sure say we will be Unana. I will make sure that per time my Baba can Unana Wasem. Reason why he should be one of the players as a month for Nikon. But I see Chelsea winning 2-0 against Everton. With this impact. City go against West Ham. You too. If there is a gamer, we can do with Premier League.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Me I can say bet me the surprise Abba League
That's a big one.
Especially first games na Yabona a City in the West Ham game no. Then the Manchester United Brighton game no.
And also the surprise bit more.
But they have 2 games near.
City the end they're fine, but Manchester they're surprised man.
Grand Porter no more underrated no.
That's why I'm saying Man U any surprise.
And then any surprise. Brighton question Man U any surprise.
Man U yeah ohi.
Hey,
and
Man U be o.
Say no mo nyadi.
Man U be o bia free bet man.
Wow, na be dia ka say.
Manchester United.
Arsenal mo fi am me ka say Man U.
These are 2 games and I'll be quite careful.
Wow.
Brighton United and then City West Ham and they may careful kakra. Even though I see City as favorite, but City could be winning. Maybe a 1 be another 2-1. So to the chance.
I'm about Olympic Stadium.
Yeah, I'm going Olympic Stadium.
Game.
Then Brighton United Mizo a game possibly we might see 1-1 or 2-2 draw. Over that game. Me see and I'm here Frankfurt in about many game. Germany your man and coupon the coaches at home. And they always find a way. I'm to me baby. Obi our here Nagelsmann. Any Bayern Munich team then run. So too. I see a change Bundesliga then on any Bayern Liga. We need league in them because we get teams in our league in Munina. And the standard no with the air corner. So it will be difficult for any club to challenge club offensive Bayern Munich. From club Joachim Löw, Jupp Heynckes, Otto Rehagel, Udo Lattek, Otmar Hitzfeld, Helmut Schön. Germany is blessed with coaches. And one coach are all babs to 2. Yemfe and Incono, Nagelsmann. Oh, hey, Joshua Kimmich free kick no say no. Meaning a Thursday winning opportunity. Was it Wednesday? Hey, Bayern Munich at the training ground, sir. A free kick are no more practicing. Bayern a free kick specialist, part of their technical team. And this season they will
set pieces.
Yes,
coach,
this season
piece coach.
Set piece coach. This season they will score a lot of goals
from set piece.
From set piece.
Okay.
And now in his 4-2-2-2 system. Na FS so we have Bayern Munich. Utu say actually dey them and they abegina park so and no more adwuma. It was a good good weekend.
That's it. That's a good one. Zach. Oh wait.
Our Palestine.
Yeah, so I'm too near. One year, so yeah. Now, so I'm defender within the statistics school. One more Salibadi. Now, Bobo
Anderson.
Joachim Anderson.
Saliba. Better now see a young who you mad in Yamu walk away.
I said, you might also hear now.
As or starting.
Bravo, yeah, down Galiba Buga can you refi?
David, Jibo say a Beshe, full ambition.
Anana Minia.
The Uti analysis no na son or
also Liverpool best 3 as a 4. Mewa. Was it 3-1 or straight 4-1?
Oh yeah, we go beside and say now was so
Sebi. Was it 3-1 and straight 4-1?
No, okay, not some okay, no score and the Sebi. Put the bring on the foot to a baby chateau.
Na just man one
same way there.
Me na Tiano, papa. Saturday no patch now. Oh yeah, no Sunday be in this is na be yin no. What they could be chateau yet here.
I don't know kind just.
Hey, come on, analysis of ever had here. When you put that now say,
now we are casa with now.
Tama ye refie. Ya jatum de okan bia ya jatum.
Set 3 or 4.
Enche start. No do na ekoboyi.
Time be
11:30.
Ghana time.
Yeah, the number.
Oh, okay.
Darwin. Them player.
But we better go this week.
Darwin, me feeling it.
Ellen Haaland.
Ellen,
we better go.
Ellen, But this season they will call for Unipan or Jumayo. Pep. Sir, I think also justify a £100 million. This is
Grealish is justified as a Pep is justified.
Pep and also one man justified. You spent on him.
But the idea is that blue weight obeying.
The point is that when you convince your bosses to give you some amount of money now, when I was all that.
They were British record signing.
Entina Teta de Ben White go number 2.
But he did it well. I mean, I like the
Akwane de ko mienu bi.
Yeah. Oh, mienu bi. And I said you can say Saka beka ho.
Entina me ka say.
Zaha.
And no also was happens.
Yeah, I agree, but
some
we a makeshift
club. Arsenal spending 50 million on a defender. Now say after one season also on bencher. And I'm more no kwa na man you for him feel no. It was all people episode in nature now who be to me has to be delay kakra. That's our team
Akwano mo hwe no. £100 million no. This season also. And I was whilst we talk about Sterling playing time near that, the idea is that on also person will follow the place be to create space for the £100 million.
Sterling more than there say demand for assure me it's a World Cup year.
And I say
I've even heard say from London boy say Zichenko Kajan say he would like to play in midfield.
Masa also the winning space. Gundiga mu hoko bo.
Sana be parable. Sana be kan dey ni. Ujafo. Arsenal would have my God can do open ya.
Tama na me share papa bi. Omo friend Alaji. Na o say on si ufom.
Papa friend Alaji.
Alaji na omo friend but say Alaji need dem na ba we papa.
Papa ni din kan. Alaji dey say Zaki to so e.
So omo say oton building material plumbing you know
who see omo e
me come na fufu bi ho na ono so ba ho na se na o si be wa se mo
atena
na obi no na obeda na o tu tu antena
na go see Alaji
ta wa se no si bi pe wa se mo no
sa
nti me ka che ni se
bi bi ho
oh no se ka me fa wo na na me se be din se me tu du aba me ka bi ni
na we ne den
on fa me mra na
Alaji se me mra
Monday se o be ko dia me do be ko ene na ka me kwa me ho
Alaji so number meti na kasa
meti ma jama so so manye
so on very be mamre me there me nyesho is the best
na metia Mr. Ntwi or NIE boy tama ono so wonfa program ni agro
Mr.
Ntwi NIE we panyin wo hodo mo
ono to akono
oh me say me card na yira no na hwe ma omo ya ti o ndie bi ani te say tama woni kofi asema ebe yi minim se na mo be fa no but me dia me hu ni say pleasant because can be say me use with the word pleasant no but enye pleasant your good friend Kaba asat enra enumere 6 p.m. na Kaba nya obeko back to Cameroon
avo me enwene hu
enti
obeko Cameroon say dey enti
onye happy
say dey enti is kasem
$3,800
na eden
and I'm say was suspend all the buy na o demand for refund ni sanka
oh wow
tama wakasa how am ntiase
o spend ba say
se le ba mu no na konso to kwan e buy you
na nya has na the ticket ba mu aba How to book the better ticket? He will not buy his own ticket.
But he will not be demanding for the 3,800 no. Unless it involves another something that I don't know. But I know say Emma Nakofi Emma in fact Edu baby kana is oko World Trade Center.
No but I be who World Trade Center.
Na you World Trade Center so which is a take 10 years as I know. Obi dey over kwa na me boa. Kofi pa.
Oh but I be who World Trade Center.
No but then what is the issue? On say they must say details boa. Emma everybody is able to comment. 3,800 for what? Because means a player.
He's money for that money.
Say Imoru Oko Sudan. He'll have one of the tickets, baba.
No, but Thomas said, minimum say we no me kakra menya nie me pese me kasa me go so much but kakra menya nie say has say ska no say ebia has say we dey twa ticket ni bra na yen refund ma
usually it's not done like that
global standard
usually it's not done like obese me bebo ma as me to ticket man ban ma bejiska usually omo go tryouts
enti na me fa nko share ticket no
tryouts omo yen sam omo go try the clubs and tickets
enti unse tam so wa hwa me fa nko share say ticket na be bi sa wo ye me kan yan say
na $3,800 e dey no or the then
that the actual so minimum said na onye happy
so only has a signing agreement
yes
and has is supposed to pay some money okay anyway so we won't come ya ka beboa
oh say ya be ya na ye ho adwuma na nti na me di kofi ba mu no say minim so no bia wo so bitima fa ba bi na e bi apie aba so but kaka apie ni nti at least minim say best system ho there you say your friend say on the Umbrella Way Trade Center minim say ho no koye no it was resolved that but say omonti me resolve from the body language
what jay nyina in state other ka more to
said the Korea Way Trade Center
no ba no na Alice we mark be settle he say 1 million
say we more
obia tam
more in that is demanding for a certain amount of money
for what
I say a scar was spending
no enticement and
no enticement no
sika was spending the buy
say that's what I hear
now we Cameroon bag na $3,800 there go spend is higher Cameroon to Accra yo I know here of business class now or yeah shopping or airport anyway
so I'm not so gamma check up no enyama so organizers no enna kwade house returning check no and organizers no da mo fan to no na ye hwese betimi akekaka ho sema na ya pedate for dia bar enti enna enyama so enti em say
no na organizer
me premier for no yeah
Olympics also says say omo be man it is a competitor mo
send the say women organizers na say
I said the timing of the competition was wrong.
Yeah.
But one, you don't expect us to say we're starting the preseason 1 week. Then the first preseason game, no about top level game to say Olympics.
No preseason no come on.
Every Olympics never saw ball. The pressure on Olympics and the pressure on Hazufuke is different.
I'm coach Jai.
So tell me say.
Hey, and also what's some who? I'm so many 1.5 years contract. Only me gas Jai down. I want to
I know you guys were Jai. They all contract now for
and Zana man, you know be sign a contract. Want to tell him the person leaves and then you just go back to the contract.
The news out there in India is like we're in the contract in a walk.
There will be
in the
contract. And one thing, let's get it clear. Those several contracts, they are normally and this is footballers deal. When you coach your agreement, that's what I mean coach Bioma. There are exit clauses. You do maybe also compensate you or compensate you. Say the way you coach a deal or no. And the coach, that's why I go for artwork. Always amateurs for artwork.
I'm a release. Official
na chine ho ba
ya bi tuntum dia to be so om di coach ba won mi fa maye because won mi sa asem ho some matters for na mu no mi sa asem ho say ne o ma aye structure ni nyom dem technical structure ni nyina ba ama ye hu say assist second assistant and I said the lawyer assistant
yeah just being the because say coach ka say uno obi wo contract em fan tweet obi ni background ti mi ka say ma ni nye bi mu.
No, tell me what like I said when you say there are circumstances and conditions of which
I can say when you can a tree. Mean you are wait for some them go to bench and coach.
But senior we are Olympics in now to an hour to say when you coach your content or make also a judgment. Yet obi so ba announce coach and in all the indications no exercise
baby. We are the right to Obeka. But some matters for they are announcing him. On be announce
Monday no. Umenya announce Monday.
Omba announce.
Tawa na kotoko board no komenhia. Na nkakaka airdrop ebinie. Omako pachew.
Mapa wanjo.
Omapa menhia chew. I think me person put on that simple.
So my then.
Say we say one of the issues no na justice sem no. Any other matters and also so omo eti ewo abontin a asɛ ɛnam team no ho a mpanimfoɔ no ho ni sɛ asɛ ɛnyɛ ne kwan so no anaasɛ ɛntwa yie nti na gye sɛ wo sɛ no a meka kyerɛ wo sɛ ɔmo wɔ an oversight responsibility asɛ ɔmo yɛ ato na gyegye mu nti ɛbɛda adi pefee ma ɔmo hu sɛ asɛ obi a sɛnea ɛsɛ nka ɔmo hwɛ ɔmo nɔɔma na ɔmo yɛ no edu baabi a na asɛ atokyima kakra so edu baabi a na asɛ atokyima kakra nti no na ɛsɛ ɛkyɛw paa na ɛsɛ bɛm nti bɔhyɛ nso kɔɔyɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛhwɛ na afei no ɔmo ne management na especially the CEO no adi nkɔmɔ akasa na afei no efiri ɛnɛ korɔ no anamɔ bia na ɔmo bɛtu afa bɔɔbɔ kuro no ho biara no akɔyɛ sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ a ɛnkɔyɛ hoo ana hoo yɛ nkɔba ho na nkɔyɛ nsɛm bebree ne adeade nti saa bɔhyɛ no nso ɛso ɛkɔɔyɛ na tama yawada board no bɛhyia ɛyɛ 7 out of the 12 na ɛkɔɔyɛ nti yawada no menim sɛ 7 na ne bɛhyia sɛ biara bɛka ho a but yawada no ɔmo bɛhyia na ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo hyia particularly the CEO now mo share in normal air cost of bobo kuro this time they are not meeting as a committee but they are meeting as a board. Who say the previous one a committee? No, this one
okay. There's a word from Asia.
But
one 28 meeting Maccabi. Auntie, what for Asia? Nah, I was a nipa restricted. I said, who's a hook? I'm restricted because I don't know. Yeah, if you hold my mouth, say, be aware, cause someone aware now. And I needed Menchia to call them and say no one who says is that it?
So we share some send young comedian quite
so the board
admitted
say who the inflow I'm just saying one more admitted say more say and you maybe because I way and is that the meaning of it? Because we know a lot of Spain. Are they saying
Spain no from my end and I say
no from the whole story? Are they saying say Bibi or where Kosovo to come in your ways? Is that what the board admitted? Say
it appears so. It appears so. Make us say yes, but it appears so.
Yen and I was here, man of Kosovo. And I am here. So we have reneged on our responsibilities and therefore we are sorry.
To the extent that some they will say they are not in the knowing.
Of what?
Some, I don't know particularly, may specific, but some they will say they are not in the knowing. Obviously, it suggests say and I say it doesn't have their endorsement and I said their approval.
No,
some of these things ni no imagine during the sky in comedian mun PPP.
Say we nya way.
Anything kakra.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Because
I don't get
me who why you don't get it because
why should I get it?
I'm restraining myself to be specific because some of them
but I also want to ask questions because now we are in a mostly board normal break into subcommittees and therefore there was a meeting and the assumption is that a board if you say they would have asked. And I say if the board feels that something is not going right, they have every right to call the CEO. They did take Menchia to call the attention and say, look, I deal with Kosomoto woman say I'm paying Yadia to near Pacho. And Tiago could share in years.
I think that yes, that's the picture.
Tom got you to Musa near maybe
that's one lady meet me. I say,
and already after the na yakwa akofese sane man de yi na je say wo mo adwuma no kra no a ye dia mo nye board no nye adwuma.
That is not my conclusion.
No, if say ayi yemra say ye dia say adwuma jame wa ha ye dia adwuma jame wa ha na say de odi adwuma no ma me no ehun say ne ma bi koso na me wo am sa adwuma afra na me ko no office so na wo ade we koso ni ade me say about me ba cho we de me adwene kura ma ho obi a ye do pe na je say adwuma no de ama
obi a ye do pe no na de she ho.
Oh, say in this case the issue is that CEO no as a man may ye name be aboard no man kwan sana wo ka no e je no ye de ope kofi ana me argument no fall in line say me de adwuma ma na say hwe obi so na say ni bakro consulting wonya we na o ye name then the point is that wo ye de ope because nyam na mama na kwan say wonye no woye is that what they admitted say ade we dey yenim ho hwe ono ana eye ye de ope enti ye ne
that was our questions ne expand ade no but we say ka ba bia wo me define no na kwa me dia fa ho no mo
and in any case enye and the ten say
e bia ono wo mo obi dey me dey me kan isa
almost no admit say they've called this several times one fear or more.
Why am I admit that
board phone like almost I said they've called this you several times like one fear or more one
as I'm no more man more say no crowd na say we dey oh yeah I dey the board to like oh na o say ka board no o mu ka bibi che o mu
Sometymer on be share dey no
ade na wo ye dey o pe no ni ba no wo ye dey o pe me bwa your friend so grow on them vie Jesus Christ how
but your friend no fan comedian no
oh yeah the open your friend so on them vie hey
talent you want that on be share at womani ahemfo de omani ahemfo de coach ni de no an hye dan am play but we play na the coach ni de no enso baaye and
play
say make us play like say meeting no with ahemfo no separate then they no among themselves as the board also say they am be gina we di nkomo kakra
jeje abonten no
then the coach de no so became topical
abonten ho
me person make us abonten me va
meeting hey
me share efie no wo wura hoda we say the architecture of
ahemfo no omne na nanu
to be ni mo no be last day
omne na nanu ma wie na omo ko no e kwan so omza ko tase
time no mo e shift ko je
see japie ho kakra
ba no mo jira ho
and coach ni so de ne bae na tama interesting and the days ahead of Kotoko no many nye ho tama and as Akito can say the coach is not submitting his resignation not today not tomorrow board for no yawe they know say coach on let it be ama they know
they
are in the knowing
oh my Friday now what be why it didn't get to the board in a year
and you run Friday
and Friday
na say no na omuba man say
say when my info say you are hearing say Friday likely say
and I'm going say no na omuba man say
so that's the reason
there be just no ye you know omuba man say ya na sem ya copy we but just after that Akito be ka just on farmer as a coach in so on your cousin coach
I'm asking because people have gotten to trust your paper net top form now.
Oh, when your paper top form.
When your paper.
The way they see a show no. Then somebody called. Okay, if you follow the internet. Somebody called and said that on Friday the coach will send this letter. I think the following day as Akito because or cousin coach in very ma. Was the paper and the top from a actually, and they are sacrosanct.
What I say, Yama reason why I think say Minister Kito, I can't ask him. We are saying
reason why then
coach, you know, a bed then so this resignation letter or some assurances and guarantees within. Sir, I don't know more expected friends on fan letter in Brano. So I see man assurances now. You see, based on that. I know this are resignation.
If you say make us a resignation, no crowd them say you say no.
Nobody has given us any responsibility. If I could talk on how it is run, there's a board. They listen to the coach. They also listen to the CEO. Any of those who are around. Media, whichever way the board in their wisdom. Woman feel say a beboa woman. We'll be here to run our commentary. Say Kotoko.
I like that.
Oh yes.
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%.
Woman nim de coach me maintain anokasa. CEO ne kasa na mini ho. They have listened to both parties. They have been follow-up meetings. Timi didi ye se board no. Woman nyansa ne woman nim de enti no tumfo so woman board. And is a coach no so obe send the letter said the Harry who any more than you and your woman asem. And you know, I think that they have weighed all the options.
Yeah, they are the directors of the company.
Very good. No, if you say beer, coach no one, also ne CEO ni nyina atena ho. Or two, or say back no ko omu twemu a ebi o say CEO no ko ne ka coach no. And I say o say coach no ko. These are all the options. I mean, this is a board for no enyansam no, especially when Harry catches o ma ko admit it. Say enema bi wo mu nim ho hwe. Na Zakito so de to so ama ye say wo mu je friend ko mfie yin no. When you be informed the decision of the board and whichever comes out, yeah, dear, yet yeah.
In the time me di wie no na me nua
We will discuss.
me di wie na me nua on the coach no board no the person omu ye nie. Now board no person omu share the coach and the CEO. And have said it a million times. A mutual termination. As for omu no, the board are not looking at said the CEO no.
Now said
the coach now no beko.
But the mutual termination will not be determined by the
board.
They don't need the approval of the CEO.
No.
They wouldn't need it for a minute.
So wouldn't the reason coach in for letter no. You see, even though the overtures are coming from the board, say coach in resignation letter but because of commentaries around it, you know, it was coming from the CEO and a different board game altogether.
No.
Because someone has taken a certain position.
Let's go there. Mpanyimfo akwankyerefo no mo da kotoko so no. Kotoko sika sem ni ade mo na hweso. They determine the salary of the CEO, the expenditure patterns of Asante Kotoko. Ni nyina no board for no na ema ekwan.
Of course.
But
the determinant it comes from the CEO.
No, you can't spend without
they just give approval.
Remember. But approval is the deal. Having listened to the coach and then having listened to the CEO, your conclusion is we should allow one of them to go. So if the coach is going,
coach na beko.
Yes, coach no unko na sika sem nyina ye nkwahye no. That does not need the approval of the CEO, and I'm telling you.
Oh, Tama.
Yeah, it doesn't need the approval of the CEO.
The same CEO. And not in terms of approval as in approval, but at least we have to have a discussion on it. Because the approval is still the CEO will still appoint another coach.
That meeting for me.
Thursday, you know. Thursday, the CEO will have to meet them.
Yeah, you know, this time I can't say careful. Yeah, Tuesday is almost be share. Chom can say board meeting. But whichever meeting, I question. Mrs. A board no for say, coach, no, you know, no mutual termination about club now. You don't need the approval of the CEO. And you said this is CEO, no pencil. Answer no.
Yeah, but they want to have a discussion with him. And I'm finished per se.
Discuss what?
Discussion. They will not appoint a coach.
The Barfor can probably they only deem it necessary. So let's inform the chief executive officer. Say
they want to meet the coach and the CEO.
Yes.
That is for bigger my point. So is it
not
needful?
Technical for the board itself?
But
so it goes beyond the technical people.
Haven't we heard from board members say? Omujitum, not one, but two or more of them. So Omujitum said there's a problem between the two.
Yes.
Is it not because of that? And Omoba the conclusion say then either one of them leaves.
Yeah.
What I say. So now, what are you going to do? Look, having listened to the two of them, you feel say they cannot work together. And the coach, you know, say sika na amane konaye diamana yen ne rekotoko sika so yen ne directors. We will just let him go. Chief executive, go and appoint another coach and go ahead and work. What is that meeting for again? Say, coach, for what? Now, for to Acheampong. We make us away and say, it is not necessary at this time.
The idea of some meeting in yet to reconcile the two there.
No, reconciliation.
Reconcile the two better.
And you put the two of them again together. For what?
They may not necessarily have to meet the two of them, but meet them separately. They are meeting them. I'm saying that Thursday they will meet them. As the pattern or the shape they meet
coach.
Yes.
Meboa. Yes. And what I mean, Bemakase, some meeting na mo ka ho asem no. Me gidi ye say enye no no mu hia say. Now there's a program for pre-season. Say coach no ade esi ne kwan ne saa sikasem ne compensation sem no. The board has a right to say that look, call baby. yen try yesu adwuma so.
And that's the only thing the coach is looking for.
Yes, and so bringing the two of them. Say we can make them feel any day. Na Zakito say we will pro further. Say board for say omo friend ko ma.
Tell na say board for and there privately any be din komo omo kan.
So omo friend as a board.
Omo a lot of complaints including the trophy club and share one country omo they complain. Including the basketball and share one country omo they complain. In there is a common knowledge
talking about. Or the trophy club and share no. So ko e mention no bi o. Okay, nti no dey say asem dada.
No ko na just
say asem dada.
He wrote a letter to the general secretary of the board. Say CEO person on board communicate here. And our board person when CEO communicate here. It passed through the general secretary.
The secretary.
Yeah, the secretary. Management decided somebody trophy commercial. They wrote to the board. Management person on the board bicycle. They wrote to the board. To the secretary. Intimating baby as one move your money.
And see, I look at them, but I remember then say a comment and say he was received. I know quite he was received. So maybe point say at this stage, board for no, they are expected say omo yesebe penny for omo ntina omo ya board no. And you haven't listened to the two of them. The most important thing is the progress of the club. Plan your preseason. If there's a new coach coming, get him to start his work. Say see you now so obu animti antimo we na mo mpenoa. You get rid of him. Say coach na we no muntime na nya adwuma. So that you move on. But sa na this we ko sia ya wada na we are free we no.
Yeah,
the season is not waiting for anybody.
The Champions League game
the season is not waiting for anybody.
Sa managerial and no man and I don't hear so clear say Dr. Ogun is looking for 110, which I think the board near ready some by the amano. And the was as I keep to cassette. The resignation letter on fan condemn fan coach and I think that is based on some guarantees and assurances and our non air share free board on the
to say we young for so no be guarantees we made them come back.
That's why I am.
I don't have a few kind.
First of all, has he hinted, has he told? Because at one yes one cast one is someone cast I don't know why is anybody waiting for a resignation letter?
No. That is the problem. They are waiting for official communique because season breaking season no all over the world breaking no kufia when they are coming back management that tells the
it's
truth.
Not true.
How can you go back with that? You say we not
coach in my program.
It's not true.
It's the Portuguese
the coach has given his program let me say this coach has given his program Mr. Tomami coach has given his program
why can't see me influence and yes say season break here na coach ko ni fie no bi akọ before you end the season in your report you indicate say I want us to resume on this date and these are possible areas where I'm best me pre-season and this is where we want to start and yes now we include the list of players you want to work with Timami enko kase do obi mfre obi maaye
one kotoko breaking this I know for sure say they didn't when omuko fie yan catch obi say you return on this or this that one a fact
say me bo Zakito
and when you are going
no because of the the date is a technical decision
and I may say no
and your management
and no me say when you were going home now obi an catch obi say the technical team the playing body didn't know when the exact date you were returning and no between technical team and management and everybody decided say we'll resume this on this date. 2 when they were going home no one knew even where they will go for their preseason. That is one issue and the it's a time I don't more fear no and like the management will collaborate as where they are going for preseason when they will resume and sign money and the problem you understand it's as we see today playing body no see I send a message
you can't play body
no
bring them
no me can't say what I say me can't say no they say me I catch almost say they will resume based on the education Majini di pa say Monday they are resuming now. The court yen can't no. You understand? Because he must be communicated to. Say we are resuming on this day because the place no. I say you catch on say they are resuming on Monday. The court is waiting for also message. Say you are resuming on Monday. But you bianca can no. Meanwhile, he is the head coach of Kotoko.
I don't understand this.
Wait, it's simple to understand.
I don't understand this.
It's simple to understand.
And the Manchester United they go pre-season. Management.
Yes, they told him. Oh man, message of when he.
It is not true. Like it too.
Management and the technical team.
Football.
No, management and the technical team.
All those things are decisions by the technical.
They do it together.
Oh, you
together.
Tell management
Together. But when
together, say.
When they didn't even so when because of issues in
said this is the pre-season I want to do, and this is where I want to do it. Or these are the kind of players I will need. And no, yeah, dear, you won't woka, and now be una
why until players
need
the president that he want to do. But there, not moment me and conclude because management made him aware say president to crime. But don't mean set it out where they were going. Say I know they don't different kind of plans.
To crime you will start in Ghana here.
You understand? It's in there.
Who date to start to Ghana? And you will have to tell them say based on this and that. And now you do that in consulting with the whole technical and medical team.
Yes, and
you are the head.
Yes.
You are the head. So you will meet them and then fashion out a program. Say it's saying here, then you communicate with management. Sana miminim.
Yeah,
but oh yeah, man, idea
other. But technical team but I know it say you know. There's no communication between the management and the technical team.
So why do we want to assume say no will be fault? Obianka me no me communication. Now the communication in Maswa. Say it's a two-way thing.
Yes, Obianka say will be fault.
Say Obian friend.
Yes, Obian some friend.
Now has he also called some?
But now the problem is that on one thing maybe based on what I've gathered from the camp on one thing maybe I don't know what thing say. What thing on from him? Nothing from him. An interview the administrative manager of the club have granted said coach that be say I said that is the base of all this issue. So when you Jai. Meanwhile as a coach he hasn't resigned. Ponje Ejuma and yes was Ejuma.
The administrative manager and say why resign. Now won't resign. So what? Administrative manager like grant an interview. Say you have resigned. You have not resigned.
You have not resigned.
In terms of the you have resigned.
No now.
And we coach. Your duty is to also arrange training
for the team to issue. Let's be fair in this. You are employed. No, Ricky Ricky head of program now go count baby.
Ricky Rezi.
To can't say
Ricky Rezi.
Now a good question. Therefore maybe Monday. Now so we resume pre-season.
That's why I say
Kotoko will raise a query against
the coach. The person say there will be a mutual termination. Governors and again. I don't know coach na ask for mutual termination. I don't know beso chichim.
Best is it. The coach opinion in the eyes of the coach. At the time when he met the board, Omomo Adiabe friend said conditional statement be. Says he won't mean you winny mamia. Then Mestre say Mama Menfejumadi Nisia. Conditional. Of which board on accept say, oh, there be the general. So what I say when you win our pets, you bet me when we are my betwaso. Teacher and not sad in mind. Oh, the first meeting, that Zoom meeting. Then when he had the opportunity to meet them for the second time, he had a Zoom meeting. Then the second meeting was when he met them face to face. Conditional. And it wasn't something Abeka said. While communicating with immediate effect, may resign and answer this conditional in what the mom. Then board only decided say they will try to reconcile the two. You better management and so better many coach in Ayajuma. And some now coach in can you better many management for that who say the two parties in better me out to us Ayajuma. Upon board no investigations in no more they realize say the relationship between coach and the management it is broken beyond repairs. And no man coach ne say ye yema na obeto aso ya anya ama ne de ultimate to aso no omo che sa no mani nyina na they came to the realization say ade ne enye yie if so then the two parties and
based on asema okay we say coach ni pe mutual termination so to batch you o pe mutual termination
because those conditions
obia entwia bibi mfama obi so to na dey we can me boa okay then meeting hey minim preface on Monday adwade ya so to twa mi Dr. Prosper Nateogum Asia the technical committee of Kumasi Asante Kotoko board no the chairman of the committee minim preface Monday oshia no why is Kotoko calling Ogum to bring his resignation letter if the conditions no mine and based on Ricky the okay so Pemuchu idea then he goes straight to the club because won't me for anyway then let's part with
no share on the people.
What I know they say based on what happened at the technical committee meeting and the communique Ogum the Momono Wakachi Ogum said Nasem no kind they have accepted it he should bring his letter
Asem no kind like Asem no kind
now Ogum was only Wakachi almost resign then why would the chairman of the technical committee tell Ogum say why some now kind of meeting as in Yadiatum go and bring your letter
I don't know what
and I make a choice say Kotoko what they will do now and they say based on the agreement between the two parties say Kotoko betimi appoint coach the day Ogum announce so onye adwuma bi no the 1 month it doesn't mean say the team will be on standstill but me there from my checks HSA after that meeting na course which the Zoom meeting no coach ni wie na manfo ni didi nkomo no e na otena se dwene wanu no ho also a mistake oh yes I'm telling you the truth Ricky
Senko obe coach club ni bi ma na say
enyomebu I cannot say it here by the resignation of Ogum there are people closer to Kotoko and we can catch from dada say adwuma nkro nya biem o papa yi ase o mo ko ne papa yi ase ne 1 week no bizoto o papa bi na from say at that funeral Dr. Prosper Nateogum man kan kire o ma it what he said at that technical meeting is different from the okan when papa yi ase
I say
o de bafo wa o wadamfo ne ageman poku ase Kotoko chairman no wadamfo no go and call him say they see where you na say
no eyase name it yase
me say two different me class some be say
official asem
me say me class some be say asem the account
what we know for a fact
me say
to private conversation
me say
because na come better hand work say on
asem na me kan timi ya
obi agina o asem no
I agree and so
the point is that ubetime gina so dey aka asem say ari kan na wan because o share me hakra no o ka kire me
tawo say me out of the position say coach the demand dey onye bi
me this kind of discussions this time say if we take positions you say we waste the time of our listeners say Zakito Shiama Bonten o ka kire Harry say o the adwuma no me nya biem o share Ricky o ka kire adwuma no me nya biem na say nchinua basa oni mi share o kan na wanka can't Harry and then Ricky conclude so na say aden dey me o ka kire me crowd
yeah you can
and what America said this board should do Kotoko some good say the planning stage of football is the most important thing na ye can san ateta I'm having lost 3 as I started preseason ja obiao because last year omo realize say omo starting term
0 out of 9
if this African Cup is anything to go by you need to sort out this problem now nobody should be an interested party so what as say whether say CEO no na happen asem o so be say o jadwuma o say coach na happen so be say o jadwuma o this is not the time the time is that has he really communicated either verbal or there so onye adwuma biom having asked him further mu hwe adwuma no be ye ana onye se onye dia edie na AC ni kwa muntimi mpati we se sika sem kakra bi dia menye so se sika kakra na Ogum betu ama Kotoko no ene be Kotoko yi so in my opinion so onye biem na se mo hwe nam ne because ekra bi Kotoko so de ne ka bi So you can sit down and strike these balances.
And
What you say? No, coach, prepare for the African Cup. Because the supporters will not forgive them if they don't do well in Africa.
And I want to about
the best solution anybody can give any day one is here.
So what kind
the best solution anybody can give.
Now, when a bear cares a Morino to Manchester players and Paul Bamoni, he's a big boy, all right. But they said, let's have a present, get another. Now we asked here. Yeah, question.
Based on.
I don't know anything.
Maybe him say Friday that was the same promise he gave. But what I know is say call Friday no, Uncle Friday no. As I stated here. And they are it hey, Mr. Two. Call Aqua players are. Omoye outside Kumasi to report by Sunday, which a yochna. Nyame aduma man.
Man any call no call.
I know they mean to me check. But mostly I know said those calls go. I am through the team manager. I am from what I know by my name a kwanya kotokofa so your moy. But what I know is most teams need it. I am through the team manager. On Monday the team will start training. Prosper na te Ogun. Ain't me who do kotoko club need to run some. There be that.
He has never said that.
No, me
He has never said that.
In my statement, men can't prosper.
It appears.
They say me masam na make.
Who comment suggest said that's
no.
That's what he's doing.
You can't comment suggest that that's what he's doing.
Comment
that's what he suggests. That's what he's doing.
It's me now. They all can fair to go.
You understand?
I just said why some now can we fair to go? Me analyze me so as me fair to go. Now they all can. We fair to go.
Parties in Yasem.
I just said I can.
And Obi
two parties now can. You are one stand. I don't say me come and shoot two. I just said now can.
As if that's a way be me was ask about
Mama analyze issue me say on Monday Okoshia a member of the technical committee and he insisted on Kofamra. Friday and no promise one fan. And I say, based on my name, prospect me will do to ransom. What is wrong with it?
The best
what is wrong with it?
I don't for Dr. B the message about what's the best solution.
What is wrong with me?
I believe in planning.
What I know is that Ogum is not sending any letter of resignation to
on sending any.
And on where you man?
You see, is it based on something? And I said they are on fund resignation. No, without anything.
That's
Monday. They should raise a question.
No.
Why are you not at your duty post?
My point is, if he's not sending any, it means that he's ready to work.
He's ready to
so
work.
So you come and work good.
Unless,
and I'm just for the social telling when they are.
When are we ahead of the technical? You have to plan.
Self-players now coaching.
What's that?
Self-players. That's a place who someone says
why you didn't call coach to plan the preseason?
Coach in charge of the preseason.
What I will say.
He's in charge of
what's the coach? What's the coach now resign? Don't worry yourself.
Yeah, he's not resigning.
When you say coach be as we in the season now or presenting the program.
Yeah,
season no but we no and when he wants to start.
Lead Meboa. Odamo ni na.
It's what you dey.
Okofie no, Kotoko man told him. Say preseason no, they don't know where they do the preseason. And you know
they don't know where they do it.
Baby I go preseason. Whilst they are home, they will be having discussions as to when they will resume preseason.
Preseason they start to training grounds. But the question is that therefore it's either doctor wants to continue with the work or not. Maybe.
Yes, okay. But he won't continue.
Maybe I know the young fan say I don't know. If he wants to continue, Emre Nasu for preseason, mum frame.
No, my friend.
Maybe mum frame young fans as Akito there no, mum frame. But what's about the preseason? Because I need to prepare my team. Because for you'll be paid.
Assemble honor make
one or two. Ejuma menye. Ti mo amofa ma ejuma ne directors no. Mo ma yenye se be ambenya kwan na makomu baby. Ti am say it's not either Ogum or whoever. But the team needs some concentration and planning at this stage.
I know just say.
Yes.
I know make just say.
You have an idea.
On Monday, Kotoko will start training. whether Ogum or not Ogum, Kotoko is starting training on Monday. And then Ameka say he cannot hold the club to ransom. To me, in your view, Kotoko is far than him.
And Gofosi, Harry and Zakito, Mokasajibu and Kabiba, you are interjecting.
Oh, I said, I know you. Maybe the Mikasa or Kabi. I never cried on my never I don't want to be
me I say we go to me I say we answer for aside the news around it no one bibia is too aside the news around it bibia me I don't want to go deep into issues but me from baby I'm team and seminar prosper kind of technical committee meeting me nya me ngongo because before that meeting is too when they called him into that meeting was it just August and obeshia it tells you your coach was not ready to even meet them. 2 there are people closer to
catch them
o me say and a mama example I say ne papa one
no about ne papa
no there are people closer to him
also when he met the board. So it means that he told the board this.
And what are they waiting for? Ufu say. Once they be say, my emphasis on this. Kotoko as a football club at anywhere. Omunyina baby anka so mapamo prosper. Mebao Kotoko as a football club enyina baby anka so mapamo prosper. Eyo no na akọ meeting e na o se onye adwuma ni biem. It based on the contract no mo no. Omo first 1 month na ono prosper no eso de eboabo no ho no omo fa nkope coach which he said it 3 times mako miensa and me sure say name Mizoto so what na wotia he knows it
no he did it
okay 3 times mako miensa
Zakito o man win kase mianza
mako miensa eno na mbeka cho say board member na the first board member to grant interview after that meeting no is the same board member ko frɛ Pakwesi Fabian. It is a Saturday na o kapa kwesi asemo ano nyame anim no kurani me da yare paso na ehye me papa because na minim dia akoso enye pa kwesi nkwan o another member ko meeting ni bi ko free coach Ibrahim Tanko it no more from some medan no more from some medan unim pa kwesi say unim pa kwesi is your friend ye kra ya ben kakra no mizoto unim pa kwesi bebre chen me. I'm not sure Pakwesi will go to Doma, knowing the rivalry between Kotoko and Aduana Stars. Then we use Aduana to tease Kotoko.
Abrobian friend.
Abrobian friend. Ufu se Pakwesi be sade no. Eti why mo no mo da dom da eti na on say te say nipa
the board should be straightforward.
Exactly. You see. Because omo wi meeting ni nyina mzoto, omo wi meeting ni nyina no. Then they reverted the decision back to the technical committee. So what was the essence of board meeting no mubeshi a coach no?
There's a message there for
what was the essence of it?
Membusa Jibuasa.
Mine is Busa.
From the camp.
I'm the host of
also back here who do the camp of
there be so much message. And I want to Membusa.
They can't send no message.
Oh, some kind of phone.
OBT, so BT.
Say won't give me Musa question.
Phone him and I offer the message in mouth.
No, also I give permission to ask a question.
Oh, some Mr. O, Mudum Sabasanka, Yambusa.
Can't go on the throne.
With the Basso Shabi. Oh, I mean, so what Striker is saying is not true. Which specific effect date did Ogum say he wanted to resign at the said meeting? Yes, I know.
And any date no meeting.
Yes. Was it which specific date?
That was the reason taking effect.
So it's also.
But it's the day that they went to the technical committee board meeting.
I know.
And to ask about the date, the question whether we must agree.
No, they are selecting that
day. Also, Busa date.
Just okay,
what date? Date now, and I'm saying that date no. Any day no more the technical committee meeting. The question we're going to answer Busa.
And Bacho, Mami, let's find out from the person. Has he said so original or he has not?
Simple. No. He said
on Kanda.
Also on Kanda.
So original.
No.
Okay, Sadia. Any on the
yes, so say ono ne ka so resign ya Nasa board no so they release about bonten so kaya say on resigning here we should debunk all stories in the media.
So you should be working.
So na na upon some
That mean how near
so na na upon some management. Our more employer no say na na upon some employer directly even though on behalf of the board. Of course. But the CEO na employer no. Then na na upon some with immediate effect you call his employee. Hey, your Ogum say resume. Now what you say?
The management of Kotoko, Nana Amponsa especially.
Board that take over the
Yenim Nano Asem. And as it stands now, there was a meeting involving the two of them. Me say a board member Bako Kase. A clear say problem woman them.
Yes.
Kofi. And that has been said by confirmed by another board member. So a clear at that meeting say as in some moment them. It ends there. Maybe the end say I doesn't make my solve a problem no. How you solve it? So won't even solve so back on 10 sign. Let him no call money. That is my worry. But the back and forth say oh say you football. I never call football. Only the enjoy me say football as someone go court no. The rationale behind is time.
Yeah.
Football on a special calendar.
Yes.
Now CAF or whoever is not waiting for your problems to be solved.
They are not interested.
Their date is fixed. The team must do well in Africa. Supporters na brand kwamu ya sign tentem no. And if you don't plan from today, eventually by the time I won't solve what's happening, you know, okwa ebe show for ni seats no aba. To me how ni say, if it is clear that the two of them cannot work together, the moment I sign ne. Let him know enkoso.
Tama Thursday ni nyina bisi.
Oh, Thursday da baby. Where they say the
Thursday na board ni be share.
Where they come point na no ma frɛ back on say I don't know ye wie ekura fi mention na eba. Ye wie nti wa also ko no kone wo be adwuma so abeye. Oh, but Thursday. Now I want time ni ko.
So the point is very simple. Adiana man for expect say nka board ni be no. Board na try say ade no hu say enya adwuma which is try to reconcile the two. Board do not try. The second meeting they had with Dr. Ogum, the first one was via Zoom.
Yeah.
No be sure face to face. No no. What they told Ogum then say, okay, once I'm now working in no. Yate.
And some men what? And some men working no man.
No, later I wouldn't want to go into it, but if you are the conditions in there or the moment and some now no need this and unti ultimate to us I had so my nyama na. Ultimate to us, they told him okay, Yate, you hold on. We'll do one or two things and get back to you.
Okay, someone you are my
conditions, yeah. Say, normal air affecting me, Jumedi.
Say, almost on gas.
And normal affecting me, Jumedi, any.
No, so on gas.
After that meeting, in finding out from the management of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, whether say a possible say Nipani me no bet in a they realize say Kotoko management in a so they are not ready to work with the man. Enti baby ameka say they realize say relationship between the two no. Omo ya ho hye nye asay. Enye normal bet nya reconcile or repair nye yi. Enti was two parties in nyina go separate ways. Deti Azaki to catch am say coach in resign. And when I na jibo me catch us say coach no onye na dwen so be resign because he is not ready to tender in sa official resignation letter no. Management expecting no with the idea say two parties in United are aware of what is in the contract. What about for the contract in the piano? You are aware. Say normal be saying also will share demand the other party. Okay. And the Dr. Ogum company they are aware of what is in the contract. And the official resignation letter and free no but unless at unless Kotoko board any penny for na be guarantee and say okay. So official resignation letter no betim dia ba. What they buy normal na work contract ni say.
I don't know transfer board but I don't know when I mean to say no.
By popular no. A man for once has to move on. I say you are discussing this topic for far too long. And paying for kakrebi say can we change over because I say one topic in the last 1 minute.
Oh yes,
and they think that Obia stating the case. One more mutino. Oma from the also omofa from obia presentation. And if there any other
Omo guarantee Ogum say okay, you wouldn't pay anything to Kumasi.
But has he told them that? Wakacho say, me the member this guarantee me.
That's what he's looking for. He's not ready to
has he told them not looking for?
Me aware.
Okay. So Wakacho.
Me aware. That's what he's looking for.
Okay.
Me what I said. To don't make me assure and say okay.
We are aware say Wakacho man.
Yes, we are aware say no more just had discussions, no.
Okay. Akacho say
yes upon the resignation as head coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko no.
They say yes am me ko no man get best
termination obi akọ ne peaceful.
Okay.
So bet me guarantee say dey ne dey be but so man guarantee say dey na ono so not dey ne emba.
Let's go back for the winner 70. Zach, any other issue 1.
Yes.
There's assemble from
House of Folk. Okay, say nche bia no mo de release by one thing say Accra House of Folk has officially notified Kofi Koji and Ansa Botwe that they are surplus to requirement. Both parties are in the process of mutually terminating their contract. Then boys in Ajatum. Then Ansa Botwe walked straight to the secretary say Wakwaje na yen cancel bia no kon baby. Moko ya mse de bia fe de entiase. Kofa club na o be PS ka no meje nko. O say I've told you say me club am ko. I'm a player for House of Folk.
Na sad no did they give them letters?
Say there.
And the babontin.
What about statement? Official you come Facebook Twitter it is there. Official statement on release signed by the club.
This statement they almost to me withdraw.
So,
pull it down.
Now I'm going to somebody do. Now they've not told anybody anything.
Personally address.
You understand?
They have
now
personally address him.
Now the boy went there say Maba. Someone say interminate Maba. Yeah, move from Katamara menko. Mo say there be.
O man yan interminate.
They have the kofa. They go for club omra.
Such as o man yan.
No negotiate how. Then the boy says I've not told you them in club am because I'm a Hartford player. Now another player Kofi Koji. Anybody on Facebook akwadase am say mo kan wan say grandpa you kan wan.
I will issue statement.
At the house as I say madam was say opportunity madam say club
for penoli Olympics.
Madam was yo na mama opportunity mo am ko abochire maba mo jimi tu mu madam was say. Afa de mo ti say Olympics epena mo say da bi antiase.
Olympics from for
10,000 from bra. So who wrote this release? Kofi want to just release with about one thing say they are in the process of terminating their contract. They are surplus to requirement.
As a process.
Yes.
And as an no terminate.
No, baby.
My bro from 12.
Tio. I can't afford. So
if they are in the process, it doesn't mean they are terminated.
Tio, baby.
How do
you? The show say almost say Tio before process no Tio. Who the bro for the Tio pass Tio asemu. Accra House of Folk has officially notified Kofi Koji and Ansa Botwe that
but are they written to them? And I know them manona. This is something.
This is official communique.
Official communique.
They wrote to the players.
Official communique. Say they are surplus to requirement. Anko anote before you. The Tiana Zani at was. Also, you catch almost say.
There be betting. Like to your you know. You betting catch us say this is maybe on club the plans. It doesn't mean yes you could
free.
The
Tangi Contact communicate here man say he's not part of his plans.
5 players are training, they are not training the team.
He's not part of his plans. And not just say Tangi Ndombele bet me sorry.
Free ako free.
Someone tell me member.
But I don't know, I'm can say person tell me come that. But how there?
They are in the process.
Process is not terminated.
Process
in the process there.
Competing there. Is that what you're saying?
And you better competing about.
By administratively it was wrong.
I want to make us about also offer.
That's wrong.
Surplus to requirement.
Offer the general you know. Offer the general statement. Me fool say the words that was being used. And I want to say my Kasa day we say me have problem with the administrative structure of House of Folk and how they do their things. But offer release na me call kind in day. I don't know me can imagine am so. But what kind in day na imagine baso. But from what I know they say Ansa Botwe the Oma grant no. You see but so better. Yeah, from what I know so Oma grant Ansa Botwe.
You see but point to the crown is eligible. And then yenye na sa. You don't do that. So the player to transfer. You also think about the value of the player. Any player moving on. Now nice negotiation. Pablo Mary on the Koteki. And now trouble no my statement say ya man Koteki. We man kwa. The players are told say you we are sir.
Kankwana da biawo
because yes
player bia was asisu bia wo value
and bia team no ontimi mu a ko ba bi
captain.
The point is
the communication was not right.
I know say we have 18 Premier League clubs. Ebia 16 or 17 of them omunya no
mama story be see Wednesday.
I know so my jan
mama story be see Wednesday. When boy agent echo her secretariat back and forth or much no then and the bear musu nansa kra so where you and I can say some wadun na sa boy
Mr. Bobo house obesabo house
and a boy ni see there be enim go say no mo dey obi onye ready so bobo bi
Bobo house
as I sit here minim say ansa botwe we deal in Tanzania so ko Tanzania then there is a local clubs now can minimum about 5 local clubs o my expressing interest in Asabotwe. So what the mention
is so free you terminate process of
so what the mention as inti they say obi to say free bane obi say free bane as at this stage bane catch the house say if he doesn't travel he will extend his contract and he's not
extending
that one he has agreed
onye ready say obebo apart from her say we Ghana ha no onye ready so obebo another local club we Ghana ha say what the mention as you but na
local club be pen so bianga so
na man dey say no boy we the local club and
biango kan no biango
e bia menemu mionu na ntie
okay
so what the mention as go for na machiri enti say no what has of folk convince ban in the camp and say so benya offer crowd outside and extending the contract no now they okwa na ha so nya kaka
which makes sense
so what the mention say yet hey me to nza danzaki to be kan 1003 no he takes 2000 Ghana cedis but omotete na omotete snake say anyoma na then na ba be do somewhere around there 1000 7006 say what the mention say
I will be in adwuma no I say am say what is center no kaba ko pe go Togo ni Ghana ha ti no ko ma ho e center because
sa confirm ni Ghana and asem no no correct because asem I say okukan about the supporters no won say okana bochiro
baby Jackie to bianca say no kran na
say okana bochiro okusia
you see me back
supporters won no
these days Jibo obi e kan asem na okokan bia also ye careful say the beya ngoti Emma unko attack obi asem almost Togo kan asem bi producers no be na me say asem ya asem kase for Togo to meet her supporters no catch them say a fraction their supporters here
political statement ni hu
so we a fraction kura na ka team no be sooner more development and I'm saying that maybe it was so sorry we so Abrayeni voice
Tianya voice crowd o de o man
two Togo has not confirmed it three yenya obi anu owo ho
obey dancing
obeka che so mi gira ono kan yes sir about of these three conditions no
because aboche for
nyanzo so abroche ni kro no omeka no ton ma su ni ntie se mi gira na Togo kan
when you say na no pay me to na no pay me go through
kofi onu me ya adwene
me go through various social media platforms
kofi jitu
on say no on say as of ewo Facebook e use Accra as of Sporting Club but the other amount for use and I'm fire I'm say me am nua Fifi Gideon me nua ketwa Fifi Gideon King GH on the air story no and omode eya to so fake omode fake
say to go asem no omo so aka no
on say
on carry
obi su betimi aba obi su
betimi before obi su betimi aba no
ba me dey me hu and I make any because to
and
me hu story no one thing I said they say politically a very difficult say somebody in the position of Togo be kasa asem no
on kasa
na wa kan
what can we dance the emre
e be den
ma ya tese wa kan
e be den
did you want no catch on o see yes e ready fa number bra na emi no say o no oji ahin no kan be si na unim say unim de ma me nyini ye ntire kuro kan so asem
tama
e bia no America.
Say ye konne Saturday, Monday e ba
Ebi ani ho. See, no America. Ebi ano Togo. Osia ha supporters o Germany. Be sinne. Obi ena de me se udidi nkrofo asemachi ade achi aba be se wano. Kofi.
na
Wanya careful.
Let me do it.
Oh dear.
Come asem no ebe
rooms of bra abo.
House of folk ne boys ne na Mr. Mo hwe ni yi. Sa boys Ansabotwem no mo hwe ni yi in the first place.
Is Ansabotwe there no? Is it from the technical team, from the head coach or a manager?
Say mama break down Ansabotwe no ha say. That day no mo friend no. Now so folk resume mo training that first day I'm friends from secretariat. So mo call no mo communicate man and they said
this is it from the coach.
No, none from the coach.
Did the coach want him in the team?
Man, what I know, me catch a jibokra. Me can have that day na say release in the bar na area. Like I say, Ansabotwe is a player coach in the penasa. In terms of ball na ball, but legend sometimes it goes beyond ball. But the na ten say a more of attitude na issue.
But that should come from the coach.
It's at the end of the day the coach decision.
Tomas say, oh, relax.
I'm told say
Your attitude you are. No, relax. Your attitude you are. In the eyes of the coach, he believes that it is manageable. Attitude you be a Kofi Harding, but Timer believes he can manage him. But management and then penny for feel say I so hard end do. If I put in it,
are you saying say Ansabotwe and they has for some more releasing coach some more board there only more she on the also pen and money.
No, it's a communication about communicating myself because of ABC.
The little understanding. You see, you deal with if you're a player. Only a technical team deal. So if the technical team has no problem with this attitude, management they here na ni kusia
only konya sa
let me you say oye suban bi wono so enye ni ade a oye late omu ade assuming without admitting be man say osmoki and now no monsa na back camp. The first point the problem is the technical people. So if in spite of all this, the technical people are okay.
Yes.
Woman, only go see our way.
Technical people for technical people for no. Very okay. They believe says no man you can want me na. Says I comments na. Doctor Nyahonya Hutamakulu. O man wo picture mo in that comment no be make ni na. And say one of them. Say Nyahonya Hutamakulu mu make o decision. This that play we ni suban this that we have to move him more. We a coach we will call you brief you play and say no CBT in the eyes of the coach obetimi manage no but omudiri say ne kwata don't
only problem with a player and now so the omuye na yema say Ronaldo. The coach says I'm okay what there say especially we crowd dey ababon tin obetimi aka say e be in terms of the brand, the image of the club, no essay. But in this case, the coach player has a certain attitude. If you late to we coach is in technical team, they say we are fine.
Now, we
can manage it. What would it be? What your motto?
Are you saying that? No, are you saying that? Yet to be no position here. Compare better than I say. Even though I win here and I'll be wow. But you're sharing normal back we cannot work with him again. The company is
I don't make us the company radio. The company is be identified. You deal with the head of programs. Head of programs, so we're okay with it. Then the general manager or the CEO sits somewhere say, "Who's attitude go one way?"
In this case, Kofi Koji. Or one player within the management circles of us for Komu Penepa. Whatever, may change the topic. Make up a Siasim, make up a Suasem, make up the plans of make up a Suasem. Then, coach ni say one or problem with Kofi Koji attitude.
Also onyano.
Enye
Sana o say.
What onyano?
Ona ni ye.
Enye by performance was in attitude. Especially sometimes we lazy with training. Instructions ebi ade mana onye.
Born kra no.
Then upon that management ne what dem Kofi Koji nyina no, because at the end of the day the coach will train the player. Ubetimi force no amfa na amoye. So then let's accept the coach decision. And Sabotwe there no. Meaning say there was a day the technical team and the management board of House of Folk ACI. And some Dr. Nyahotama Klubeka no mizoto. Na yen some technical committee, technical team of House of Folk are reported to the board. Mizoto so say. But the only difference woman say being a leader of an organization. And no the man you wrong say some no mo beka che no de beba bonten no beka. Because nyensem nyina na de ba bonten beka. Say what the mention say. Etina maybe say Kofi say, nebo. Maybe say Kofi say, maybe say, are you trying to tell us today say play a friend say Ansambotwe. The management board of House of Folk and you know. And you the recommendation of the technical team.
The point is very simple. Okay. Point in your Jakito Meba. Some Ansambotwe no. Na make anano my example. Ansambotwe had you know if you want to understand it. Ansambotwe had you know in the house of the technical team no. House of Folk elbow MTN FA Cup final. A crucial game to save their season was that and one start. He started and completed 90 minutes. Oh, say me catch yourself. Ansambotwe no. Coach in a panasem. He believes that whatever is about Ansambotwe and Papa no, he can manage him.
But when you say what
I take decisions.
When you say what ABNA, Mizoto, Machawa, OTA, ABNA, you bet me you should do a project do or pa. Yeah. By the long-term project of the company, you plan on fan company.
Yeah, they see me kind message you not here they see her. Me answer.
Saturday now House of Folk release the buy. Saturday now House of Folk release the buy. Me kwa report me Twitter and Facebook. Make I say but people should be patient because them come me with the ideas that technical team no air transfer you can go back and read my post. Was it 3 weeks ago?
Has Ogum ever altered a word as to whether we are no comment, Bacho? As to whether or not he ever indicated to the technical committee of his intent to resign? Where is his credibility if he made his intention to the board but cannot follow it up with a letter? Since it is too late for him to eat back his words, he must go ahead and send his letter of resignation. Or is he also waiting for management to terminate his contract so he can make claims for breach? Management must proceed with their pre-season program as you have suggested. Indeed, this is where strikers Ogum cannot take Kotoko for ransom is relevant. Owusu Donko writes. Okay. Bavo, yenye na fe yembrance weekend.
Special happy birthday enkoma Lina of Ejoso Acheampong.
Yeah, na me baby.
Lina Ejoso Acheampong. Tama Lina ni. Yeah. Oliver na Dubai say
Oliver Ben.
Washington View.
Oh yes. So time to say maybe free no
Oliver.
So Oliver of Washington View.
Okay.
Manager no Acheampong. Lina Ejoso Acheampong.
The Kaba guy is just afraid of playing the GPL. If what Harry is saying is true, how can you demand for money for no work done? Even in international transfer, funds are not given on tabletop. Okay. The posture of Zakito has the tendency of infuriating Kotoko supporters. Let's not forget how Drasko Lugarazic was teased out of the training grounds. Nana Amankwa. Okay. And also, but we have to end it here. Manchester Fono say once again you are not fair to them. Shamo Nana Bewa maybe Omina says almost for mu coalition bia.
You be an
Na do ba mfa si jama.
Where they gonna see to
na so ba dey go for the chair ni.
11:30 be boss here.
You
movie dey better office ya che. Your documents be be ho document ye better ha che ntia be Liverpool ne efu am. Ni ato so akopem ye Chelsea ne Everton ne ye office asa. Legend yenchia
game asuro.
yenchia your brothers.
Lina birthday na me sanye biem. Lina of Eduso Echeakrum.
Samene Clementine.
Lina of Eduso Echeakrum. And then special birthday.
Oliver be expanded discussion.
Oliver and Edibaye. Na Lina nso so tama Lina ojinem Lina ojinem
ulterior benefits ya de besia na go say it fa for call na minim de ntia de sai na samiama phone no
hey sami
yan chia your brothers na mo ye no mo di dwumade na o brother I mean Father Emmanuel.
Oh yes, Father, my promise me friend.
Yeah,
my main chief friend, coach. Me say me rehearse Arsenal home game. We also team me baby.
Okay.
And they walk away.
One of these days. Somebody want to ticket.
Anna, let's say adia to you.
And not the baba ara correct.
When Jordan host. General. Is it okay I say? Uduru wa say. Many FM Sometymer Otuo Acheampong. Me yeah more yeah. We dey titi. Me defend the Bengals. Wo stadium me. Me ka defend the stadium. Oh, what I want to be there. Now the video ne audio.
Omo tikilo. Ade ato Dr. Ampong ne papa Daniel ato for.
Okay.
I think that was on TV.
All right, but omo Dr. Ampong. On the bar not
him. Kevin
okay. Omo nyena but the issue of Ogum Kotoko pre-season. Kofi mamu maye malita to come and lick. Me kase me hu yanka bia. If the man is not working for Kotoko, they should forget about him and move on. So be adwuma no so a me say me nipa yesi me kro mo frame biom na omo man mra me
kampo mojo
me hu de maye but
mojo squad na jo academia squad for academia squad
also me professor for mo susu mo ya me ho be kire me
kampo na
jo omo nye na omo
adwuma ne yedin adwuma we na fomo
e na wan we anu akopa
o ko ja sante me ho ko
enti e de be sia na bo a but omo ma ade na born again akwa na oyi omo ni asna bo na twe form no ma go vi kire be onya we go vi oni na same fama mo e na de sorry freeze ko fabra freeze same we against and any obi wo no said the asna yi nkrofo hwe afi na yes this year we go be yinyum no bra this year na afi omo amesene hwe Ghana for me na say we go on
Ololo kasismo de menono Sumalole helole sumalole sayo sayole mama sumalole